It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard. You liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him.
It really boils down to our ability to accept. We don't need pessimism.
What he means by pessimism is resistance. And that's what COINTELPRO was all about, stopping the resistance.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change.
We hide it in plain sight. One of Plato's greatest works was the allegory of the cave. I feel in order to understand the political matrix, we need only to look into this allegory. We first have to open our minds to the possibility everything is not as it seems. That things we've always known to be truth may be lies. For if we can't perceive the lies we've ingested, we can't see the bars on our mental conditioning. For that is how you walk out of the cave and see the political matrix. Hello, hello, hello. This is the Political Matrix. I am one of your hosts, Marcus and Morpheus Cage, here with the lovely Teal. We got a hell of a show for y'all. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Oh, I guess Teal just dropped out, but she'll be back in. She's been switching back and forth from her phone to her iPad, so she'll get all that situated. We got to talk about Snap and a lot of those things because many of those who are on there is reached its deadline in some areas. That happened already for Friday was the last one going out, and then I believe Monday will be the deadline for some of these other places. So we're definitely going to talk about that. Jamaica's been hit with a major hurricane, Hurricane Melissa. It's going through and it's hitting other areas, but right now Jamaica has been the place that's been hit the hardest. I actually even have one of the ladies I work with who that's her birthplace and hometown is the area that was hit, St. Elizabeth Parish, one of the worst hits. So we'll definitely talk about that. I've been seeing some stuff, and this is kind of flew under the radar, kind of ironic, pun intended, flew under the radar. But Russians in Venezuela. There's a story that I do want to bring up and talk about. But before we get into that, there's a couple other stories that I wanted to bring up. And then, of course, bring Teal into this. How you been doing this week, Teal?
Doing really good. Doing really, really good. It wasn't too much static. A stupid bitch hit my car and fucked up my fucking bumper on my brand new car. That has to be like the only thing that I'm a little tight about is I gotta get my car fucking fixed. Had my car for 35 days and the bitch just smelled like Newports and poverty. Fucking hit my shit. And I even told the police that. And yes, please giggle because that's how I told the police the description of the person because they ended up turning this into a hit and run. So he comes to me, he goes, "Can you give me a description of the girl that hit you?" I said, "She's wearing a bonnet and PJs at 10 a.m. She reeks of Newports and poverty. The fuck? Go get her." Go get her. But besides that, had a great week, enjoyed myself, been dancing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the vibes. Just been sitting here watching the world burn, you know, just like everybody else. So
yeah,
that's where we're at.
Yeah, I see. Original Coldplayer asked, the movie Him, has it been covered? We briefly talked about it. I've been kind of debating back and forth if I was going to do a video on it. I don't know. I may do something on TikTok about it.
Did you watch Him? Did you see Him?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it? Okay.
I'm divided. There are many elements of it that I really liked. I don't know. Have you seen it yet? Okay, so think on it how I'll describe it. The acting from Marlon was top shelf.
Okay.
I already knew that he could do drama and switch it into drama and stuff like that. But it also makes me really feel like Marlon needs more starring roles, and not in just stuff that Marlon decides to create. There needs to be other directors who give him the ability to relinquish from being the EP, executive producer, writing, trying to direct, and acting, and just let him be a lead actor for a moment. Because a lot of times when you're wearing that many hats, it can bog down the process, and you still get a good performance. I'm not saying you're not getting a good performance, but you may not get the best performance, and a lot of times you will second guess and overanalyze yourself so much in a process that you're doing yourself that and get so second guessing about it that the take that you thought was a trash take was actually a really good take. It takes a third party person to see that. And I think that if he was allowed to get with other directors, I mean, I'm saying allowed like he's not, but if they put him in some of these leading roles, which they normally wouldn't think that they would cast him for, with some of these different directors, I think you can get some amazing stuff. Like I would rather have seen, because a lot of people, him was actually put as if it was a Jordan Peele movie.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Peele was the executive producer. He was not the writer, director, any of that. It felt like Jordan Peele, but not quite like Jordan Peele. And just me personally, I felt some things were heavy-handed, like thinking like, as if I'm somebody to say, but if I was working on that project, there's things I would have done differently. So some things I think they did amazing, some stuff that I don't feel they did as well, but overall, I still think it's a good movie. Origin Co-Player says it shows how brazen our construct controllers are. I think it was a great disclosure film. Definitely does not deserve the hate or negative reviews I see. He made a movie showing on many ways what's going on. I felt like it could have been. I felt like it was kind of like ham-fisted when they kind of showed what they showed. I felt like it could have been done in more of a like it did it like more matter of fact. Whereas I don't feel like that was a good representation of how I believe it is. I could be wrong. It could have been 1,000% correct, but none of us know 100%. So I just feel like it could have been done. I just see that there are areas where I feel like it could have improved. So there's some areas where I feel like I give it A+, A+, A+. Here's a C, B-. You get what I'm saying? So and I definitely recommend too. You need to see it because especially if you see it, then I will hold off and I will do a review here on the channel, me and Teal. So
okay, give me this week. I'm gonna watch it at work. I'm gonna bootleg it and I'll watch it at work. Okay,
so y'all can look forward to that. We'll plot out a day, and then we'll do our review of him. Spoilers, so everybody go watch it first. I don't want nobody to be like, you ruin it for me. Go and watch it first. And if you've already seen it and you have the ability to see it the second time, go see it the second time. Go see it the third time. I don't care. See it multiple times. Another thing that I would say that's definitely a non-spoiler thing to mention is I love movies where they get out of the conventional process and they tell us a different story. I wish there would have been more football in there. That's one spoiler I'll give. I wish there would have been more football in a movie about a football player. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So yes, Origin Co-Player. Make sure to check that out when we do it. I see Dingo is in the building. Let me throw my shout outs. My bad.
Hey, Dingo and a baby.
Dingo is in the building. And shout out to everybody else who's out there who's listening. Whether you want to hop in the chat or not, we're glad that you are here. We appreciate you and we value you. While we're on movies still, I watched Tron Ares. And I think I'll just hold that for a review. But I definitely think for people within our sphere of influence, as I would say,
okay,
all check out that movie. Because granted, it's supposed to be a tie-in to the whole Tron series. I saw the original Tron, when I was probably like a teenager, was into it because sci-fi is my genre. I love the sci-fi stuff. And the second one was kind of cool. It was more a Disney kind of feel. The new graphics that they were able to add to it gave it a fresh, cool feel. But this one right here felt a little different. And I saw it in XD, mind you. So, for those who don't know, the surround, not the surround, but the soundtrack to it is done by 9 Inch Nails.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, in XD, you were almost getting a back massage through the whole movie because that sucker is boom, 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 throughout the whole thing. It adds a lot of intensity to it. I definitely recommend seeing it that way. And even just like that first opening scene where they're giving you updates on all this like corporate news that's going on, the way it's like panning you down and then over and then up and then. So if you're one of those people who don't do really well with like a lot of movement and kind of have like a fear of heights, some of those scenes, it makes you feel like you're going down in it when you're in the XD seats. But yeah, I definitely do recommend it. Wesley, what's up, my brother? Glad to see you here. But yes, I'll get off the movies for a moment. Unless you guys have more questions and want me to go into them. Which I don't know. That's like I said. I'll probably go in and I will do a review of Tron Ares. Make sure you guys see it first before you watch my review, because I tried to do for a little while when I was doing my little movie channel, which I ended up losing my password, so that's why I didn't do anything back on that channel. And so I just said, screw it. I'll just do it all on here. But I'm going to be doing more movie reviews on here and maybe on TikTok. I don't know. I'll decide later which way I'm going to go with that. But I tried to do non-spoiler review, and then I was going to do a spoiler review. Now, everything's going to be a spoiler review. So go check out the crap first. I'm not going to do 2 or 3 videos on the same movie. But yeah, I said all that. Felt like I talked a whole lot. I don't know. Have you heard anything about the Tron Ares? Have you seen it yet? You know it has starring Jared Leto.
I thought he won't get no more movies because he was touching on people. What? Oh, exactly. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I thought he wasn't supposed to be doing Hollywood. He was being Holly weird.
But if you understand, like, some things that I've kind of looked into about Jared Leto, you'll understand why
he gets a pass.
Yes.
Oh my God! I wasn't the fuck. I wasn't prepared for you to just go. Yes.
Yeah,
he would get a pass.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a fucking pass. Is it because he's in cahoots? It's because he's in cahoots with motherfucking Bill Gates and Vinegar.
Hey, he in cahoots with some people.
I know he is.
I'll tell you this. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, and it feels like I'm just giving brand new information, look up his grandfather.
Oh, Jesus. That nigga's a Jew.
Nope. Let's just say he got connections to governmental agencies.
No, oh, Jesus.
people used to wonder, like, is this dude an industry plant?
Yes. Apparently so.
Hey, and it's hard for me to say because I am a fan of 30 Seconds to Mars. So, I do enjoy some of their music.
Bitch! Oh my God! I forgot that motherfucker was even in a band.
Yes.
God, this nigga is an industry plant. How did he go from one of the best rock bands to become one of the best actors to touching on people and still being able to act? That is insane.
Mm-hmm. You know why they after the what was it, Suicide Squad? They didn't want him to come back for the Joker movie, and he literally pulled a "I want to talk to the manager."
He still didn't come back to the Joker movie.
Oh no, hell no! Some of the stuff that he was doing.
Jesus.
What I'm gonna do? I got a video. I'm gonna sing you to somebody who did a deep dive, and some of the stuff, like even his co-actors, what they were saying, co-stars, they were saying. This dude, he considers it method acting.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that Joker version of him walking around with you all day long and doing weird stuff. I'll leave it at that. Yes. I see Yonina is in the building. She said, wait, who's vinegar? We don't. Let's see. Oh, let me add that over here. Oh, we can do different things with it now. Regular, tall. What's tall? Okay. Wide. All right. Let's see. Small, medium, big. Sorry. I'm gonna go small. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, sorry, it's playing around with new options that this thing has. I want to start off with some news that's not getting a lot of attention. I appreciate y'all for letting me nerd out a little while on some of my interests outside of the stuff that we talk about. But I wanted to show y'all something that I don't know if it's getting a lot of attention. Crap, where is it at? Here it is. We haven't touched on what's been going on in Sudan in a while. So I just wanted to share that. Here, check this out.
Of secretly arming a militia accused of genocide, and US intel now appears to back that claim. Advanced drones, heavy weapons, and a war that could have ended reignited.
Hold on a second. Let me put in subtitles because she does kind of have a heavier accent. For those who are having trouble following her, this is talking about the United Emirates, which are believed to be giving weapons to the enemies involved in this whole conflict. So they're saying that United Arab Emirates is contributing to the genocide that's going on in Sudan. And Sudan is looking really bad right now. So here, I will continue. Here we go.
Instead, we break down in the next report the intel, the denials, and the geopolitical crossroads now emerging in Sudan.
Sudan is accusing the United Arab Emirates of pouring weapons into its civil war. Among the Rapid Support Forces, the militia, the US says has committed genocide, ethnic cleansing, and systematic murder. According to Wall Street Journal's report, US intelligence agencies say, including the Defense Intelligence Agency and the State Department, that the UAE has been sending sophisticated weapons to the RSF through this year. The United Nations says the RSF has targeted Masalit and other non-Arab communities, men, women, and even children, allegedly executed on ethnic lines. The war has killed as many as 150,000 people and left millions trapped in famine conditions. Videos show an Al Fashir University building where multiple dead bodies lie while armed gunmen walk and film nearby. RSF seized the Sudanese army's last stronghold in Al Fashir on October 26th. According to the International Organization for Migration, More than 36,000 people have fled the city since then. US officials say the UAE shipments include small arms, heavy machine guns, artillery, mortars, vehicles, ammunition, and crucially advanced Chinese-made drones like the CH-95. These long-endurance drones can fly for up to 24 hours and deliver precision strikes, and have been spotted over Darfur as the RSF pushed forward. The supply surge began after March, after the RSF militia group lost control of Khartoum, the capital. US officials say the militia was on the back foot until fresh weapons arrived, helping them reorganize and launch a renewed offensive. That turning point triggered some of the worst violence of the war. The RSF tightened its 18-month siege of El Fasher, cutting off tens of thousands of civilians from food and medical supplies. They overtook a major army base, claiming control of much of the city and accelerating a humanitarian catastrophe. The country is nearing state collapse, split between army-controlled Khartoum and Port Sudan in the east, and RSF-held western and central regions. The White House has accused both sides of war crimes, but has specifically called the RSF a force engaged in genocide, rape, and ethnic cleansing. Experts believe the Emirates are betting on the militia to protect Emirati interests. Sudan sits on the Red Sea, a strategic trade route, and controls vast gold reserves, much of which have through Dubai. Cut a $6 billion Emirati port deal last year, and analysts say Abu Dhabi wants a friendly power back in charge of trade, infrastructure, and mining. US, Libyan, Egyptian, and European officials say Emirati weapons have moved through multiple routes, initially through Chad and more recently through Somalia and Libya, before being moved overland into Sudan. Washington's negotiations for a ceasefire collapsed last week, with US officials privately frustrated that foreign support is still flowing into the battlefield. The RSF also calls the reports rumors, but US intelligence, battlefield imagery, signal intercepts, and regional sources point to escalating firepower funneling into the conflict. Sudan is caught between rival generals, foreign power plays, and a humanitarian crisis on a massive scale. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Yeah, so I wanted to share that because I just felt like it has not been getting much attention. And ourselves, we haven't talked about it in a while. And I don't see too many other channels, I don't know, really going in and bringing this up. So I don't know. I just felt it was important to talk about. And talking about that, I kind of want to bring up some of the things which I feel like tie into it. I don't know. Before I get into it, Till, anything you wanted to say?
No, because I mean, what the fuck? God damn. Yeah. Nobody can catch a break right now.
Nope.
Nobody can catch, and not to be a, sounding sensitive, but damn, we kind of put these niggas to the back burner with Palestine. Yeah. I'm just being honest. I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it. But yeah, I hate to say it. Niggas always get the last short end of the stick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Yonina. Hi, Yonina. And sorry, Yonina. I think I meant to tell you happy belated birthday last time. You had said something, and I meant to tell you happy belated birthday on the last show, Yonina. But yeah, whoop-de-doo. I mean, shit. We ain't got no food over here. We can't even feed our own people. Palestine getting caught up in the fuckery, and Sudan over here with the same shit. Like, damn, we ain't making no headway. That's the part that's bothering me the most, Marcus. We ain't making no headway.
Yeah. I mean,
that's excuse me. That's the thing that's kind of upsetting the most for me is we're not making any headway and making this a situation better. And it's not like we all don't know what situation needs to be better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers making it seem like we don't know the answer to the fucking riddle. We definitely do. We just not doing right by it. It's sad. It's fucking sad, bro.
I think part of it with Sudan is that it's been going on so long at this point now
It's kind
that
of like, damn, y'all still got issues?
yeah, that it's fell off the radar for a lot of people. I mean, this situation has been going on for, I mean, it's been going on easily like more than 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking at over 150,000. I mean, let me look up to be certain exactly how long this has been going on. This has been going on a long time. There's been so many twists and turns with this. I know
because you'll get to a point where you think that it's about to wrap the fuck up. And I ain't trying to say that this is how people need to start looking at wars and shit, but it's to a point. Can y'all wrap this shit the fuck up? Like for real? Can we move on to the next country or whatever the fuck we need to be doing? Because y'all definitely in my way now.
So this conflict has been going on literally. This Darfur conflict has been going on since 2003.
Jesus Christ. 22 years?
The current war, this new conflict, has been going on since April 2023. But there has been this conflict that is kind of like, because I know there's been this situation will pop up, war, it'll be peaceful for a little bit, then some other shit pop off, and then this dictator gets pushed out, this leader comes in, then you had the military leader who was part of the RSF at first, and then he switched off, and then the RSF leader, he separated and he became part of the government faction. Well, the RSF was part of the government, and then they split off and they got pushed out, and then the military of Sudan kind of took over. And so it's been always this back and forth, and these different leaders have pushed these conflicts. And then at the same time, then you have these militia groups who've been popping up almost like mercenaries. And I'm going to support this side for a little while, then I'm hop over here and support these people for a little while. Then you got people who were just coming in and so-called false flag operations who are doing this and doing that to spark all this chaos to continue going on. And so this situation, like I remember I went through it once, trying to remember what channel it is, which he covers it, the Merc. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Merc, but he covers a lot of African politics, and honestly, he's one of the leading people I go to kind of get an understanding of like what the heck is going on with this situation. Let me try to find him real quick. Yeah, the Merc, and I'm gonna bring up his channel so you guys can see, because I definitely want you guys to go over and check out his channel. Follow him because he does really, really good work, and I definitely want to shout out content creators who are doing good work.
Thank you for doing the Lord's work, my nigga.
Yes, he definitely is. So here.
Now the thing is, don't it sound like on the 20th anniversary of this war, they was like, you know what we need to do? And they was like, what? Razzle dazzle. Do it again. And like they restarted the whole war on the 20th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. And look, this goes back to what he was talking about even a year ago. This video a year ago, property of the UAE. This is why the UAE is so involved in this, because they got interest in these countries. And so they're helping spark some things and get some things going. Let's see. What's his most latest video?
That's so sick.
But I guess he's just been on mainly member streams lately. That's why I haven't had any new videos come up. But there's just so much when he starts talking about. This is what I cover the video about the Eric Prince thing. And how Eric Prince has got a lot of stuff going on there. But make sure you guys go and subscribe.
Speaking of Prince, I forgot about adding that to the show. Completely forgot about it. Prince Andrew.
Oh yeah, about him no longer being a prince.
Yes. Oh my God. When they get, you know, you fucked up when the pedophiles is mad that you out here pedophile. All loud and pedophile. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Revoke
But
that
yeah,
man's whole membership.
yeah. I guess the reason why for me, I would say probably the Sudanese thing has kind of not been the forefront that I've covered as much. Kind of like even Gaza, I haven't covered Gaza nearly as much lately, is because I don't know what I could add to it because I don't see how the
They,
situation improves or gets better. It's just like at some point, all I'm doing is just reporting how
the
terrible
same shit,
it
how
is.
terrible it is. We're regurgitating exactly what the fuck we're hearing. Now, granted, you know, yeah, we regurgitate what we hear, our point of view, but the shit ain't changing. That's the
In
issue.
fact, it's only getting worse. And so
Yes.
when there's a milestone that's reached, sadly negative milestones reached, then I try to bring attention to it because but right now this could be a situation where even the whole government of Sudan collapses and that can lead to even worse atrocities. So I really worry about that. Also, I like to bring up Sudan, and another reason why I feel like there's no attention being brought to it is because how valuable that land is. You know, they used to say in the whole real estate thing, it's about the three L's: location, location, location.
Hmm.
Well, that location, if anything happened with the Suez Canal, which I've heard certain things going on with the Suez Canal, they would like to bring everything through that canal right there. And so all of those nations which would sit in that area, and think about it strategically. Remember, I believe last week we talked about Ethiopia and Eritrea,
Yes.
where they sit right across from. Sudan is right below. Where does Sudan sit right across from? So it's a very hotbed right there, and a whole lot of wealth and money that's tied up that's not being talked about.
No, and the resources, like, come on, dog. Like, just look at Leopold was over in that shit.
Yeah,
Why? Why was Leopold over in that bitch? Ask yourself as I make this chicken soup from scratch.
it's a
Beg your
reason
pardon.
why
But
it's a
there's a reason these
why
white
the
people like
Europeans
being
invade
over.
these countries. Period.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna throw this out there too. If y'all know anything about white people, like I know about white people, they don't choose to hang out with black people unless they really like you or they want something from you. Okay?
Sometimes both.
And sometimes both. And Leopold wanted something from us. Okay? There is no reason why these elites is just hanging out, watching Sudan kill themselves. They're waiting us out. That's all. They're just waiting niggas out.
Yeah, I mean, and
And what better way than to keep it quiet on some like, shh, shh, shh. But what's going on in Sudan? Shh, 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 shh. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that,
mm,
baby. Don't worry about that. They all right. You sure? Yeah, they good. They good, big dog. Matter of fact, how them cell phones coming along?
yeah,
How you think Jewish people made them nice ass cell phones y'all using? Got the new 17. Y'all breaking y'all neck to get an iPhone 17. They breaking their neck to make sure they can monitor your ass. Crazy.
which I just
Fuck
got a
you.
new work phone, which I be paranoid about all new technology, and my new work phone is a iPhone 16. So I'm like, the hell
Mm-mm.
kind of shit they got in that phone.
You know what kind of shit they got there for.
But you
ain't
gotta
it?
know
Ain't
what.
even gotta say nothing.
Well, I at this point, you guys all know I'm a man of faith. I put my faith in the Most High that He's gonna protect me through all this stuff. So, hey, whatever information these people get, they get whatever they're trying to do with it. Nothing I can stop them from doing. So,
You ain't lying.
put
You sound
myself
like my brother.
put myself in the mercy of the Father. That's all.
My brother says the same thing. He says, "Sis, I can't stop him. So what you want me to do? I don't know. Become 007. I don't fucking know."
Well, see, here's the difference between me and some other people, and I've heard some people call me black pill, which I barely really understand what that term means.
What the fuck is that?
Because I guess some people said black terms as people who were kind of almost like they don't believe anything can be done about anything, so just not even worry about anything. I'm trying to remember what's
Okay,
the
yeah. Okay, that's my brother.
what's that word that they call it? Crap, I can't remember. It was a term before that people used to call them a
Pessimist.
no, not pacifist.
No, pessimist.
I'm not a pessimist. What is it called? Nihilist. That people like me would probably be considered more of a nihilist. And I'm like, I'm not a nihilist. I do believe in something. Now, if you tell me that my faith and there's no God and he has no ability to change anything, or if somebody was convinced me that there's no God, then I don't believe there ain't shit none of y'all can do. So if you don't believe in God, I don't really have anything that I could tell you. So I guess in that regards, I guess you can't call me that a nihilist or a pessimist or a doomer or any of those things, because I understand this game as far as how the technology works, how the money works, how they use our weaknesses and our needs and our desires and crutches against us. For instance, like if you have kids, you want to make sure that your kids get fed, right? You want to make sure a roof over their head. So there are certain things you're going to have to do. And so they have leverage over you. They can always leverage that power against you by all the different things. Let's say, for instance, like you get a little too comfortable that, you know what, you cannot do with not having a roof over your head. You can't decide to live off the land. They got you, because now you're going to get your whatever ass, black ass, white ass, red ass, pink ass, whatever, to work on time. You're going to do what you need to, and you're going to stay in line. And you're going to be a remote slave. Get your ass to work when I say. Because
do what I say when you get here, too.
They got you. And especially, let's say, some of these people who try to live off the land and all that, they start putting in laws about you can't collect rainwater and you can't do this and you can't use this type of seed. And when they do all that, they start eliminating the possibilities for you to live off the land on your own, forcing you into their system, forcing you to be a laborer. Now, there are going to be some people who are going to wiggle their way on out of this shit. There are some people who, okay, realize this person already brought their land, they already got their animals or whatever, they already got their feed, they set up. They already don't need us. We'll allow those people. We'll allow them to sit off and be dissenters off on their own. The rest of you who are going to be the troublemakers, we will deal with you guys all. We got something set up, and the rest of you guys who are smart enough to understand what's going on, but realize you got a wife, you got kids, you got parents, you got cousins, nephew, nieces, you care about things. We're going to leverage that against you. So therefore, you will do what you're told. I'm sorry to be so grim, but that's the way I see it.
But it is the truth, though, because you can't. You really think, bro? People don't even know you can get seeds from your library.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know what I say. They're gonna hide it in a fucking book.
Hell, you can get seeds from some of the food you eat.
Hey, you better hope you can. You better hope you can.
If your stuff got actual real seeds in it, I mean, you take it.
But that's the other thing. Even though it might have seeds, them seeds might not be like fruitful because all the GMOs and the shit that they took out.
But that's why you collect them and see.
Exactly. At least be eating that. You can't get no seeds out of a Lunchable. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the saddest thing ever because like people was gripe. Remember when they was griping? Oh, we shouldn't get into that yet. When we talk about the food stamps, I'm gonna bring this part back up about the snacky snacks.
You know what? I wanted to save the brother with the fro for later, but I feel like it fits right now for what my little rants that I've been going on. Should I break him out?
Go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
If y'all don't know about this brother right here, I just want to share him with y'all because what I love about what he does is it's entertaining. It's hell of entertaining. 2, it's so informational and it's thought provoking and it's brilliant how he uses analysis and
critical critical thinking, which a lot of people are lacking right now, which is crazy.
I look at what he does, these videos that he puts out. Now, if y'all on Instagram, please give this brother a follow. He goes by the Black Ninja. But here, I'm gonna share this video. Hold on a second. It might play a little bit, but okay, good. It didn't. All right, there we go. I paused it and let me get it on the screen so you guys can check it out. But he's kind of giving a little warning. Giving a little warning to y'all on stuff to watch out. Oh, Yonina knows. Of course,
Yonina know. She hit. Stop playing on my girl.
Yonina be knowing all this stuff. She be knowing all this stuff. But here he is. And this is really out, and I think it's so cool. So many things that are going on right now.
I can't hear it.
Really?
No, I couldn't hear it.
Can y'all hear it? Oh, it's weird. I see full signal. Let me try it again. What the heck?
See how the fans don't ever want to let us be great, bro.
Is it delayed? What the heck? I'm seeing full. I'm so confused. I'm so full.
Did you pay your FBI agent? Look, did you pay your FBI agent today?
I thought I did.
That man said he didn't pay our show tax. God damn it. Come on, Marcus. You know you got to pay our FBI agent the show tax. There we go.
China's J-10s are already airborne. Russia and Korea want to target Kansas with nukes.
And it would be unfortunate for those who refused the draft to have been concentrated in Kansas's facility.
That's why all of these troops are being sent to different cities. You're collecting sacrifices. Not to make room for the divine people and their prophecy, right?
Sacrifice is necessary. Most of these people weren't meant to make it in this next era anyway. The lack of obedience, discipline, defiance. It just makes it that much easier to cleanse them. The next generation must be obedient, willing to serve, anything but defiant. Begin the selection phase. Let hunger do what bullets can't.
It's been over 30 years. Why have the nukes been activated?
When you were squawking about chasing.
I don't know. I almost feel like I need to share it again because it didn't go through all the way the first time. Should I play it again?
Yep.
Or did y'all get all that? Okay, I'll play it one more time.
Ping the other day. We had a word. His intelligence is the reason that they've been activated.
Reports say that several of our CIA assets in Venezuela have been compromised. And Russia sent the Wagner in response.
Then we must deploy the draft.
Since when was the last time we had a draft? You cut people's benefits so they could be jailed if there was unrest.
Holding came. And it would be unfortunate for those who refused the draft to have been concentrated in Kansas's facility.
That's why all of these troops are being sent to different cities. You're collecting sacrifices. That's to make room for the divine people and their prophecy, right?
Sacrifice is necessary. Most of these people weren't meant to make it in this next era anyway. The lack of obedience, discipline, defiance. It just makes it that much easier to cleanse them. The next generation must be obedient, willing to serve, anything but defiant. Begin the selection phase. Let hunger do what bullets can't.
It's been over 30.
That last phrase, what he said, let hunger do what bullets can't.
Because they outright can't just, you know what I'm saying? They can't just outright shoot us.
Well, think about it. Where are they already doing that at?
What, letting people starve to death? Palestine. Gaza. Gaza Strip.
I know he in showing that, it jumped to a bunch of different things that I already want to talk about. But we will get to them in time. I'm sorry. It makes me want to do one of those. So, man, he's so good. Max says, one guy I follow, Canadian Prepper, says that nuclear war may be survivable, and its destruction of the supply chains, that would be our real problem. It all depends on where that attack would be for it to be survivable. With the power of the nukes today, I don't believe that is viable, because they're not going to send one. It's going to be multiple nukes, and those multiple nukes will hit different places, and those different places, let's say, for instance, that one hits on the East Coast, for instance, one hits on the West Coast. The contamination that will go across would encompass the whole United States, and I would say Canada also, because more than likely, if you were going to shoot for each coast, you will probably want to hit somewhere towards middle of California. That way you take out most of the western seaboard, and you'd want to hit in, probably say around DC area. That takes out DC through New York, if you were going for just people. If you were going towards military installations, that would be the biggest pushback. If that was your target, you would aim for more the upper Midwest, i.e., Kansas that he mentioned, which Kansas is not the upper Midwest, directly in the middle. Technically, it would be southern Midwest.
Dead center.
But it's close to dead center as you can get in the. Technically, dead center of the United States would be Colorado. That would
I was
be.
about to say Colorado was dead center because I threw darts at a map when I tried to figure out where I wanted to go, and it kept landing there, and my dumb ass went.
Yeah, Colorado would be technically dead center. Yes, Black Ninja is British. Yes, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure he's British. And if he's not, he does a damn good job with multiple British accents.
Well, I mean, everybody can do a little Cockney and a little Royal.
Yeah, but he's doing 3 different accents.
Mm-hmm.
So
hey, the Cockney accent is my favorite. I love a good Cockney accent.
But so it's very, very impressive. If he's not British and he's doing an accent, it's very impressive. Even if he is British and he's doing the other 2 accents, it's still impressive. I can just look at the way, for me, it's how he's combining theater, and he's taken 3 different perspectives. One being the perspective of the mastermind who is portraying these things. Another one is of the guy who's facilitating the plan. Another one is one of the higher up people who's understanding and perceiving what the plan is, and is kind of shocked and appalled at learning what the mastermind's plan is. And so all of it is coming from the purview of some of the people who are initiating the plan and how they see everything, and that one person who's just learning of the plan, responding in the contingencies of like, well, what about this? Or what if they do that? And I think it's brilliant the way he does those 3, but also the way he's giving a real world analysis of very real events while showing it from a form of theater and entertainment. So it's just, to me, it's so brilliant multiple times over how he's doing that, and kudos to him. And hopefully I would love to be able to talk to him one day. Shout out to Tom. I see Tom is in the building. Welcome, brother. And thank you for having us again last Saturday. It was definitely a pleasure.
Yes, Tom. Thank you.
Somebody, let's see, brought up Canadian Prepper. Another thing about Canadian Prepper is if I was listening to Canadian Prepper, a nuclear attack would have happened 2 years ago. Because I've been listening to him for quite some time, and he's been, it's going to happen tomorrow. It's about to happen here. And by the way, go out and go get this.
Man,
go out and go get this new generator. And I'm like, okay, Canadian Prepper. Sure, buddy. You say you'll pester him for me? Okay. I just would love to talk to him and pick his brain. I think he's such an intelligent, and obviously you can just see the intelligence and the brilliance, the talent, off of him.
Are you being facetious?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was just making sure.
No, I'm not talking about the prepper. I'm not talking about him. I think he's more of a grifter than anything, but I'm talking about Black Ninja.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to say I'll pester him. No, I'm talking about Black Ninja. I think he's very talented. And I guess it sends a chill down my spine, because it's like many of the things that he's talking about in his form of artwork that he's doing are real things that many of us are talking about within our communities. And so whether it's on this show, whether it's on Saturday Night Anarchy, whether it is on AM Wake Up, whether it is on there's just so many. What is Truth? There's so many channels that you can go through. Truthwire with Fiorella and Pasta, and there's so many other people. I mean, apologies for all the people that I don't name. The Undercurrent. I mean, there's so many people within our sphere that are talking about a lot of these things and from different perspectives, and he's bringing so many of these things together, and he's throwing it together in a quick, short, concise, entertaining way. So, I mean, shout out to him. Saying it's like the South African Roger Preacher. If you looked up Sabrina Wallace yet, I'm not familiar with Sabrina Wallace. Are you familiar with Sabrina Wallace?
Who's that?
Until I don't
No,
know.
who's that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess you'll have to let us know who that is. I think that there some of the things which he said in there interesting too when he started talking about the possibility of a draft. And then I watched. I'm not sure if he said it in another video or if somebody else was saying it, but they were saying last time there was a draft, a lot of people get this in their head that the draft is only going to be young people.
Fuck
I mean,
no.
I guess young people is subjective to what you consider young. I guess the draft the last couple of times was from 18 to 40. So that is that's a much wider range than people were thinking. They're thinking it's just going to be 18, 19, 20, 25, maybe if you're in your 30s, but it's talking about up to 40. That could be kind of crazy. Thank God I'm past that. And but I don't know. Somebody told me, they said, "Yeah, don't think you're out of the woods. They can bring you back as an instructor or something." I'm like, no, you can't.
Bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Like
You
that
know,
little baby.
that little kid. That's bullshit. I swear to God, I'll hit you like that little kid. Bullshit. You ain't bringing me back no goddamn where. Baby, the military. Look, I knew shit. I should have known some shit was up my sleeve when I got banned from the military and the Virginia Department of Corrections in the same year. Because I made it to MAPS. I made it through MAPS, and then they was like, "What's wrong? Like when you run, like my leg looks weird when I run." Man, them niggas asked me, they was like, "What's wrong with your knee?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I had a little injury in college when I ran track." Them niggas was like, "Oh hell no, go and get the fuck on."
Yeah.
I said, "Damn, okay, that's cool."
That's
Same
what,
year I got banned out of prison. Now they ain't about to call my black ass for nothing. They be quick to say you gonna get drafted, T, because you still healthy. The fuck I am.
What is it? Where is it at? That I was. You said
This
it's.
is my rifle. This is my gun.
I'm not. Yeah, don't finish it. Those who know, they know. That those who know will know. I'm looking up that synergy. Let me see if I've even. I think I have seen her before though. I think I maybe watched somebody's maybe sent me something that she's done, or I watched something that she's. Wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody showed me one of her videos just recently. Somebody showed me one of her videos just recently. So yes, I am familiar with who she is. I just not familiar as in know a whole lot about her stuff. Oh, you sent me stuff because I'm like, I don't know why she seems familiar. But of course, I get flooded with a lot of stuff from a lot of areas, so it's.
Yeah, and I be sending fucking Marcus stupid videos.
You said what?
You know, I was about to say, you know how many funny, racist, stupid videos I send Marcus in a week? Come on now. You gotta come better than that. I send Marcus some of the funniest racist shit. Be like, laugh. Haha, you're racist. Gotcha.
I mean, I remember when Jose came out here to visit, and so I was taking him around Chinatown, and I just showed him the notifications on my phone. He's like, he's like, no wonder why you take a while to get back to me sometimes. And I'm not even, just because I try to get back in touch with a lot of people, that I'm literally like, I have probably daily over 100 different notifications per day. So it's easy to get buried.
And I thought I was famous.
I'm definitely not famous. No.
Famous,
What it is I get a lot of. I get a lot of news notifications. That's intentional. I get a lot of news notifications to keep up with information. That's for one. And then I do have people who DM me quite a bit.
Like my black,
And
yeah,
so,
like my black ass. Laugh at this racist joke I just seen and giggled at.
so if I got like 10 people who DM me on a regular, imagine each of them sending 10 things apiece. That's very
I don't.
easy to get to under fast.
Yes, it is. And I don't send them 10,
Well, Tom
but I do
says
be
he
sending
knows.
them funny shit. Huh?
My
You said
neighbor
Hamza?
told me she doesn't. No, Tom said he knows who Sabrina Wallace is.
Ooh, shit, man.
I'm sure, yeah, I know she's done some very, very, very interesting good work.
Tom out here goaded like a bitch. See, that's the thing. See, I be thinking it's just a whole bunch of group. See, when I hopped in this motherfucker, I was like, oh, it's just a whole bunch of crazy motherfuckers that think crazy like me. You know what I'm saying? Cool. And I get passed around to different groups, and I appreciate everybody seeing me and passing me around so I can get acquainted with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when I see Six's name pop up on shit.
Passed around. What kind of
right?
party is this?
That's what I'm saying. I ain't know the conspiracy theorists got down like this. You feel me? But like when I see Six's name, knowing, you know, after meeting Six, knowing Six, been on a show with Six, when I see his name pop up in other groups, I'm like, damn, that's what's up. But then it makes me feel good and warm and fuzzy inside, like I'm a real conspiracy theorist with y'all, because if I'm seeing Six's name, that means I must be in the room too. You know what I'm saying? So I really do want to shout out all my conspiracy theorist people that I've met in the last 2-3 years. Thanks to Steve connecting me with y'all crazy fuckers. I love each and every one of y'all crazy bitches. When they come and the Gestapos come, knock on our door, hide me in the bottom. Okay, I ain't gonna write a book, but y'all gotta hide me in the bottom. But I love each and every one of y'all crazy motherfuckers. I really, really do. And I love the fact that I can send y'all funny memes and we all can giggle at the same fucking jokes. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. And it's hard because being black and a conspiracy theorist is crazy. You know, it's cool. It's part of a white people's kind of, you know, second life. Not for black people. Black people, you can't be doing all that shit. They be quick to tell you shut that shit up at Thanksgiving. All right, shut that shit up, bro. We already know. World come to an end. Whatever. Get on the spades table.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like that
exactly.
for you, Marcus?
Like,
You know, we ain't trying to hear that shit. We ain't trying to hear all that woke ass shit, bro. You playing spades or no? Okay. Well, don't move around.
Spades or bones?
Spades, bones, and tongue. Get out the way.
Well, then also, my family will mix it up a little bit. Might play some categories.
What the fuck? This guy. Get a load of this guy. Look, and here I am. Get a load of this guy.
You say you're not writing a book, but just so y'all know, if I do take any time off, it'll probably be so that I can do some writing, and not some great enlightening book. It'll be fiction. So I have a lot of fiction ideas come to my mind. I just don't have the time to get to them and write them out. So
see what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know this motherfucker be writing books and shit. See, I be knowing this about him. See, that's y'all don't even know some of the stuff I don't even want y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Y'all don't even know this man like I know this man. It's insane.
So, yeah, I'm just like an onion on many layers.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Where my sazon at? I'm almost done making my chicken broth for my chicken soup. I need some sazon.
That sounds good.
Heck yeah. I need because the weather.
Max said, nah, black people are supposed to be the conspiracy theorists like back in the blaxploitation days. Well, they are, but what it is I think emphasis on how much energy is put towards it is the difference. Whereas, and I think it also has to do with cultural differences. And don't take this as white people, but white people have always had the ability to fight back and push back in a way and not get certain pressure in certain ways. Like, for example, watching a movie the other day, white guy flips out, he's attacking the doctor and all that. See the police coming, he's like, oh shit, better act right. I'm very sorry, y'all. I was tripping. Let me just back away slowly. And
Yeah,
I was
let
like,
a black man
only
do
a
that.
white
You
man
got
can get away
John.
with that shit.
Hell yeah, because
Only
a
a
black
white
man
man
do that.
can
You
get away
got
with
John
that.
Q. Last time a black man got turned up at the
Arrogant.
hospital, that nigga was John Q. And you saw what he did to that man.
Be any other race but a white man, you cannot get away with that shit. Nah, you put your hands on the doctor, your ass is going to jail. Period. But
Get him up
and
out of
what and
here.
what I'm saying is that all jokes aside is if you think about our backgrounds going into slavery, black people have had despair in this country where there ain't nothing you can do about it. There is like virtually nothing you can do. And so I don't think white people as a culture have had that. There's nothing I can do. You get what I'm saying? Now, granted, there's always that exception to the rule that, okay, they might have something they can do, but for the white community as a whole, they've always had some option where you didn't just have to settle and take what's happening to you. No matter how crazy it is, no matter what the odds are, they've always been able to have that. I'm not taking this shit.
Don't they have a song
plenty of
that talks like
we're not gonna take it.
exactly? That's the point I'm trying to make. I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew. Y'all make songs. See, black people make songs about the struggle. Y'all make songs about y'all life. We're not gonna take it. You think niggas can really sing that song? That is not a song that's on a black person playlist. I put money on it. Not one black person has that in their fucking Spotify. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Exactly. Point made.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why the conspiracy theory has kind of been a little bit different culturally. Because the power imbalance that we feel, you know, even just looking this whole YouTube world or social media world, there are thousands of talented, brilliant black content creators that get no play, that don't get in the cycles. But I watch plenty of non-black content creators, many of them who I think are hot garbage, who don't know they ass from a hole in the ground, but blow up without the talent. A lot of times just sifting off of other people.
Hello. Regurgitating the same shit that you will hear from a black person. But if that's something I've learned, even in the black community, if it's coming from somebody they don't want to listen to, they're not going to listen to it. And that's just humans in general. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. What Mac had to say here.
Oh, what you say, Mac? Can you read it?
Mac says, I agree with society call and don't have the experience with segregation and demoralization like that. Yeah, I agree. It's only certain groups of black people. I mean, certain groups of white people that may to a degree can be like, you know, I know what it's like to not be. Actually, I was going to be Irish, but I can't even really say that because William Wallace eventually fought back against them, and it started to lead to their demise. You will not be.
That's Chris H. That's Chris.
It's funny.
That's Chris.
It's funny she brought up. It's funny that she brought up. Jackson Hinkle because it's crazy. I remember when Jackson Hinkle was first popped on the scene, and now this fucker has over 1 million subscribers. Wild. To some of those, you know, big out there. And started off really not knowing much about anything. He was just somebody who was trying to find the glow up, and he found it and make money off of our ideas. So I don't know. I haven't got myself. I guess I'm just like, even though I have a plan, have plenty of ideas, just kind of going with whichever wind blows me right now. So apologies. I'm glad that y'all hanging with us nonetheless. But let me bring this up before we get onto some of these other topics. This came out earlier in the week, and I wanted to just shed a little light on it because I think this adds to some of the stuff that I believe that's going to go on. Now, I remember when Christian Smalls did his protests and all that, and I said that they ain't gonna be able to repeat that too many more times. Because here's what's going on right now. Amazon is doing a bunch of layoffs.
Yep.
Says Amazon CEO blames culture mass layoffs, not AI. The tech giant acts 14,000 roles and more layoffs could be coming in 2026. Employees might wonder why it's necessary. The company's mixed messages aren't helping. Says update, Amazon CEO Andy Jassy is revising the company's explanation for its mass layoffs this week, which will be frustrating for the 14,000 people who lost their job. Keep in mind, from 14,000 that have lost their job are upper management, white collar people, not the blue collar like a lot of us are expecting right off the bat. Which I'm not gonna say a lot of us. I did suspect that it would go top down because some of the people at the top is kind of redundant. Need some of these people, and I felt you always didn't really need all of these people. But anyway, the announcement that we made a few days ago was not really financially driven. It was not even really AI driven, not right now at least. Jassy said on Thursday's earnings calls, it's culture. Jassy says Amazon's growth in the past few years left it with too many people, locations, and types of businesses. He reiterated that the company's desire to operate like the world's largest startup, which means removing layers. It means increasing the amount of ownership that people have, and it means inventing and moving quickly. Boy, that's, if y'all don't know, this is a master class in BS that this dude is spinning. I don't know.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck about y'all
this
consumers.
speech for him.
Yeah. AI, that's a chat
He made
GPT speech.
I care about employees. I care about employees. Says that partially conflicts with the memo Amazon published on that day announcing layoffs. Go ahead.
Is Marcus lagging, y'all?
Oh, too?
To me, he's lagging. I think you're lagging, Marcus, but nevertheless,
probably.
I just find it wild that they use Chat GPT for that speech. That was a Chat GPT speech.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna tell me
Definitely.
that you laying people off? You laying people off, but you can't tell me it's a cultural thing. What you mean? Did you fire all the black people? Did you fire all the Asians? I'm confused. Because how is it a cultural thing? And you gonna say, oh, it's not AI or financial. Well, what the fuck is you doing it for? Culture? Culture what? Oh, we want this to still look like a startup. Bitch, y'all been started the fuck up. Y'all turned the fuck up, to be honest. The fuck? How you gonna start some shit that's already going? Bitch, this is Amazon, ho. Y'all's server went down and the world went down for a day. Can we talk about that? Now, if you firing the nigga that fucked up and dropped his coffee on the server, I can understand. That is a cultural thing. You need to get your niggas in check. Okay? Okay? Get your slave niggas in check. Get your plantation in order, Amazon. But you gonna sit here and tell me it was a cultural thing and not a financial or AI thing? No, bitch. Because I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck your servers run the world. Did y'all know that Amazon servers run the world? Because I didn't know until them motherfuckers turned them bitches on. Because I don't pay Amazon. I pay Cox for my Wi-Fi. So I thought Cox was doing the thing. But you telling me Amazon runs Cox? What? Amazon runs Verizon? Amazon runs all them other little fucking entities that y'all pay y'all little third-party ass money to for your Wi-Fi. But lo and behold, it's Amazon shit. Amazon makes it so that you can listen to us right now. Amazon makes it so that you can talk to your friend in Palestine. Amazon makes it so that we can see the TikToks in Russia. Amazon went down for one day and kids couldn't do their fucking homework. By the way, the fact that kids can only do their homework via a computer right now is insane to me, but we'll talk about that on another show. My entire district, excuse me, let me take that back. Every district in Virginia was unable to let their students log in to Amazon for it. I mean, log into they homework POS for the day. What? That didn't alarm anybody? I literally wrote a post that was like, ain't it wild that the internet went down and it was all Amazon's fault? And I had to put in parentheses, I did not commit suicide. Because at the end of the day, I feel that if you were to speak any ill will to Amazon, every time you call them niggas with an attitude, I think they put you on a warning list. So when they get their little iRobots out here to get to come yoking y'all niggas the fuck up, they gonna come get y'all asses first. Y'all got too much lip. Too much goddamn dip on your chip.
Definitely agree.
You know what I'm saying? But I just find it wild and funny that nobody said anything about the fact that Amazon runs the world. Y'all didn't even know Jeff Bezos had this much action. So with that being said, y'all definitely don't know how much action Epstein had. Because y'all motherfuckers think it's small. Hell no. Amazon run the world and y'all didn't even know it. What'd you say,
It's
Marcus?
funny that you brought up Epstein. I said, side note, funny you brought up Epstein because there's been more intel about him that it's confirmed he was definitely
he's a what?
Mossad agent.
See. That nigga living it up in somewhere else. That was a fake ass suicide. That nigga out. That man, his cover got blown.
Type it. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you better now. Yes.
Now, that's what I'm saying. Mossad agent.
See, Marcus didn't pay our FBI agent for our show today. Yeah, Marcus didn't pay our FBI agent today. So we can only say Epstein once and Bezos once, and then they start fucking our shit up. So we hit our quota for today. As you see, Marcus is still unable to be heard.
Yeah.
Did you hear me, Marcus?
Let me try to take my...
So we hit our trigger word.
Maybe
we hit our trigger word quota for today.
All the way, even though it's showing fine on StreamYard. It's fine.
Oh no, Marcus fighting for his life today, y'all.
I'm gonna come back in.
Okay. So back to me talking about Amazon, right? So Amazon servers go down. Somebody accidentally spills coffee, does a Homer Simpson on the server, right? Whole quadrant of the world goes down. And it doesn't alarm anybody. That's the thing. Like where the fuck are my whistleblowers when it comes down to that shit? Because that's when I really need my homies to be like, wait a minute, ain't y'all paying attention to this? Motherfuckers lost their whole fucking minds for a day. It was like the internet's not working, the internet's not working. Y'all didn't even know the shit won't working until they said something about the fact that the internet won't work. Niggas was just trying to sit here and buy their fucking little bum ass shit off Amazon. They was like, man, Amazon acting crazy. Man, Amazon's acting wild. Bitch, fuck the app, bitch. What about everything the fuck else? They had so much shit. And then not to mention, you telling me you worried about some shit and it's happening overseas. That's what really gets me is when something over here happens, I'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. Trump probably did it. You know? But when it goes overseas, I'd be like, hey, that's something we should pay attention to. And then when it's me and my black ass, my new conspiracy theory, I mean, I've been on conspiracy theories all my life, but my new in the game conspiracy theory head ass get to going, I wonder why it's fucking with us and overseas. Don't nobody else think that's a little questionable? A little might need to look into that. No, motherfuckers just took they didn't have no motherfucking internet, just took that they ain't had no communication outside of wherever the fuck they was at, and just went about their fucking day. That's bothering me. Now, I understand we just talked about the fact that, there's motherfuckers in the world that's like, what you expect me to do? I can't do nothing about it. What you expect me to do? And I get that mindset. But at the end of the day, bro, You gotta think that you somebody, bro. I ain't never walked this earth thinking that I was a punk ass bitch. So you come on, man. You gotta think that you might be able to change something, at least something in your bubble, because that shit is crazy to me. No internet for a whole day. So you let me know if somebody else decides to, I don't know, go accidentally drop some fucking coffee on the motherfucking goddamn server box again, and it's down for 1 day, 1 week. What about a month? Y'all motherfuckers gonna wait 30 days to say something? Fuck no. I think that's a wild concept, and that's weird to me that niggas didn't pay no mind to the fact that niggas just didn't have no internet. We ain't had no means to talk to people, and your kids' brains stopped working because their homework couldn't get done, and just wild shit. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. As humans, that's no, no. That's weird, y'all. That's weird to me, y'all. Tighten up. But then again, who am I? I'm just a black bitch in the kitchen making some goddamn chicken soup from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure my stock is getting stocky right now. About to drain the bullshit, which y'all should be doing. Maybe if motherfuckers cook more, y'all to understand a little bit better. Because sometimes you just gotta drain the bullshit. Just drain the bullshit out. You feel me? And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just out here draining the bullshit. Shit. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm looking for one more herb, and I'm gonna pair my ass back up to my computer so I can see what y'all talking about. My stock is almost done. You know what? I don't want that. I need a different. We're not making Asian soup. I don't know why I did that. That was kind of racist. I apologize to the Asian community. I'm not making anything. Oh, it's because I looked at the wasabi. That's why. Since I looked at the wasabi. And I am making curry chicken noodle soup today, y'all, because I'm a curry fanatic. And I am currently looking for my extremely hot curry block to shave some off so I can put it in my soup. But I don't see any of my curry blocks that I had prepared and ready to go. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind, y'all. I apologize. I'm just blind. Blind chef cooking show. Whole block of curry. Bam. By the way, it's cold outside, y'all. Seasons are changing. Get your immune system up. Get you some zinc, some elderberry, and keep some chicken bones in your house so you can make you a little stock. Okay? Something about chicken bones and stock. I don't know, GMO chicken and all. It's just it slaps. Okay. So go ahead and get your little something something. You know what I'm saying? All you need is a little cheesecloth and some water. God damn, that motherfucking broth by itself is busting. I don't even need to add no chicken or no noodles. I can just drink that. That's liquid gold right there. Come on, Medusa. Come on, we're going back upstairs. By the way, my dog Medusa, such a good girl. Such a good noodle. Best dog ever had next to Ron. Ron is the best dog I ever had in my life. Rest in peace, Ron. All right, y'all.
Can you hear me?
Oh shit. Yeah, I can hear you, Marcus.
I was like, wow, I don't know what's going on. I had to hop on my phone.
What? Your laptop's going down?
No, it's literally saying having trouble connecting. Please connect to your internet connection.
Ugh.
I
Talk
had to
about it,
hop.
Tom. Sorry, I was talking shit while you were talking.
I had to hop off my Wi-Fi.
Dang. See, we said too many key words today. You said Epstein, Palestine, Sudan, and I said Bezos. Lord have mercy. And you said Mossad agent. Now we really going down. Oh, okay. Hold on. Gag order. Yes. Till they coming for us all. You know it, Tom. Hard R. You know I use a hard R, Tom. I can't help but use a hard R. Just can't help it. And thank you, baby. Yes, R.I.P. Ron. I miss my Yorkie. He was the dopest motherfucker ever, too. Everybody loved my baby. He was dope as fuck. Damn, Marcus, you still out? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, we done said too many keywords today. Now look at it. Fucked up in the game. Fucked up in the game. Yeah, man, they got him. They got his ass, man. I'm worried now. I'm a little worried. They got my man. They got my man's. My man's out here fucked up. Anyway, so topics we haven't had a chance to talk about yet. So we talked about Sudan. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the next topic of talking about what the fuck is happening in Jamaica. And while I do that, I will proceed to roll up. And if you are a smoker, please roll you up a nice little something, something, whatever it is, be it tobacco, wacky tobacco, just not crack. Please don't roll up crack or meth. We do not condone those type of environments. Okay, but nevertheless, get yourself right. Come have a seat down because we finna talk about what the hell is happening in Japan. Now, y'all know I'm an advocate of speaking on the fact that the United States don't ever know how to mind a motherfucking business. Ever. For some reason, United States should actually stand for us inserting our fucking asses into something else. Because we don't need to be inserting ourselves into nothing. But we tend to do that. So there was a little piece of paper passed over to Japan. I mean Japan, over to Jamaica, and they was like, "Hey, if anything happens by accident on purpose, and your little rinky-dink ass island tends to, I don't know, get blown the fuck away like fucking Louisiana got blown away during Hurricane Katrina, that'd be unfortunate. Sign this little bill, this little piece of paper. We gonna come help you had anything happen, right? Right? Yes, they do, Yonina. So they was like, so thinking that Japan would, I mean Japan, I keep saying fuck Japan, thinking that Jamaica would never have to deal with any crazy, intense bullshit, they signed a piece of paper like, yeah, all right, whatever. America's gonna come help us on the back end of some shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got your dumb asses. So now they got this motherfucking ugly ass FEMA shit going, right? And then you're gonna say just miraculously a category 5 hurricane that never lost any strength came and sat they fat ass right on top. And I ain't gonna hold you. Pause. Y'all might find this funny. I ain't never met a skinny bitch named Melissa. And if I did meet a skinny bitch named Melissa, maybe I didn't know her name was Melissa. She might have went by Mel. But any bitch that goes by the name Melissa, that's a big bitch. And you telling me y'all named this fat ass motherfucking hurricane behind a fat ass bitch named Melissa, and then it blew up the whole island. The whole island is in disarray. The whole island is in fuckery right now, as a Jamaican really would say. The whole island is in fuckery, and the only thing that y'all can really tell me is the fact that they signed this little treaty for 250 billion. I think it's what it is, $250 billion reconstructive act type vibe, and now they ain't got shit to show for it. Man, I pray that neither, not now, one of them motherfuckers fucking sell their land. I pray that each Jamaican stands firm on their shit. Please do not sell that. Don't sell your land to foreign. Anybody can talk to me. Don't sell your land to foreign. Please don't sell your land to foreign. Keep what you got. Okay, I need somebody to send me some goddamn get-ups because I haven't had get-ups and I don't know how long. You can only get them shit from motherfucking Caribbean islands like Jamaica. So let's go back to the story. So they done signed this $250 ass weird ass bill to get assistance if anything were to happen. Then the Anasakis, y'all know who I'm talking about, the apple juice people, decided they was gonna go ahead and get their little weather machine popping and sent a fat bitch named Melissa over to Jamaica. Told they shit the hell up. Granted, you know, black people can't take shit seriously. So a lot of Jamaicans was outside dancing in the rain because we can't take shit seriously. I appreciate the irony. But in the same breath, all these precious minerals, all these precious items, all this precious land is low key. They're gonna treat it just like Louisiana. Either they're not gonna help the people that's not trying to sell their land, or they only gonna help the people that's gonna sell their land. and then they're gonna sell these people. They're gonna sell it and buy it from these people for like a dime a dozen. You know what I'm saying? Pennies on the dollar. These people ain't gonna they're not gonna get their worth, and they're gonna fucking put what resorts all over that bitch, smart cities, Tesla new house, server box building, all that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? The same thing they doing to us, they gonna do to these other countries. And we talked about 3, 4, 5 episodes ago is what's next. We kept thinking it was, I thought it was gonna go like Panama. I thought it was gonna go Cuba. I thought it was gonna go Brazil. That's where I thought it was gonna be at. But I didn't even think that they would want to do, I didn't think that they would want anything to do with said Caribbean diaspora. I didn't think that they would want anything to do with us. I mean, granted, they got to because nigga, it's us, the fuck. But like at the same breath, I didn't think that any Caribbean island would have been on their watch outside of Haiti currently. I thought they would still be trying to fight they fight with Haiti, but I guess they understand that this might be a long ass fight. I thank you, Yonina. Yes, Venezuela, Panama. Obviously, our next topic, we're gonna talk about Argentina, so don't throw it in there quite yet, Yonina. Hold on, type it out, but hold on to that sin. But I was thinking more. I thought personally that they were gonna go against the Afro Latino and or the Latin segment, South America segment of the world first, with the whole BRICS thing starting. But being that I get the divide and conquer, or I get the mass swipe, I can see that them motherfuckers is just working their way the fuck down. Like geographically, they're just working their way down. I know. Trump's gonna go trample Venezuela and Colombia. The U.S. might decide to trample Cuba next, and maybe Haiti. Chris, I'm trying to tell you, they have already started the Cuba Haiti trampling. I think it's just not on the forefront. Like they're taking I wouldn't even say they're taking their time. I just feel like they might they're getting a little more static than they thought. Oh, baby, I know what smart cities are. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. One of my sections of the world where I live in the world, they're trying to build a smart city over by me. You know, I'm not far from Arlington. You know what I'm saying? I'm not far from Arlington. I live in a little quadrant where there's about 3, 4, 5 different military bases surrounding me. You know what I'm saying? It's a wild time. But yeah, they try to build shit. I just moved away from a city they trying to turn into a smart city. Shit, I just left Vegas. I used to live in Denver. That's one of the first ones they started them in. You know what I'm saying? I used to live in Denver. So like it's just a matter of time. But I didn't think that they were gonna hit Jamaica so soon. But I get it, because if they are testing and trialing out they fucking weather machines, and I don't care what nobody say, that's my conspiracy theory that I'm gonna die on that hill. It is what it is. The weather machines made by the apple juice people. You know what I'm saying? The Ananaskis, non-Ananaskis. You know what I'm talking about? Them people making them goddamn machines. I was waiting for them to just swipe out something. I thought that they were going to swipe out something at home. Personally, I thought that they were going to do like Cali when they started this whole Cali thing. Yes, there is, Chris. So me personally, when the smart city whole conspiracy thing started, I was thinking small, okay? In the same breath that I was telling niggas think big about Amazon, I thought small about Tesla, Amazon, and the smart cities at first. I was like, oh, they're gonna do Cali. You know what I'm saying? Wildfires, burn down the houses, whoopty whoopty whoop, build a smart city. Silicon Valley, blah 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 blah. Right? Oh, they're gonna hit New York. They're gonna hit DC. They're gonna hit Florida. They'll hit Texas. They'll hit Colorado. They'll hit Washington State. In my brain, I was like, boom, 2 West Coast, boom, 1 dead smack in the middle, Colorado, 1 dead at the bottom close to Mexico, Texas, 2 to 3 major East Coast things. Okay, up top, New York, Boston, Midway, DC, down south Florida. In that aspect of my brain, if you can see where I was going with that, all of those places pretty much surround a perimeter of the United States, which would then kind of create a fencing, if you can catch my drift. It created a barrier. I be forgetting these niggas in cahoots with the other niggas over there. Man, listen. when I started noticing these niggas was really doing their thug thizzle with the whole Israeli wall thing, that big ass wall. That's a fucking huge ass smart city in a wall. That's a smart country, nigga. That shit is crazy. Then I'm looking at all these other quote unquote natural disasters. Natural my fucking ass. Natural my ass. Either God is really, really mad at us, and I'm saying like I believe in the motherfucker, but it's either God is really, really mad at us. Okay. And he's just so sick of us that every week he just dropping some other fuckery inside our little, terranium of life called Earth. Or, more plausible, there's some real evil motherfuckers that got some real good power. And they build some really cool machines. The fuck? I don't think God hates us that bad that he was like, you know what? I can't stand Jamaica. They smoke too much double letters and their music is too good. Let me send a fucking category 5 fat bitch over there. No, I don't think he did that. Now, money hungry apple juice people, they might do that because they money hungry and they're apple juices. But the whole Jamaica, the $250 billion bill, their entire island getting obliterated by a fucking category 5. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yes and yes and yes. About Enoch. If y'all can't see this chat is popping. Yo, Nina's schooling the fuck out of us right now, okay? But I'm looking at that and now it's got me thinking, who's next? Who's next? Who's gonna have the big nor'easter? Who's gonna have the Arctic freeze this winter? Who's gonna have the tsunamis? Who's gonna have? Speaking of, wasn't there a major tsunami over on the other side of the world too, about a month ago, wiping them niggas the fuck out too, over in India? You know, where everybody be answering our phone calls anyway. Look, child, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm really concerned and confused about our future. These motherfuckers know exactly what they're doing. Now we're gonna build into Yo Nina. Go ahead and hit send on Argentina because we about to talk about that. That's what's next. So Jamaica, how is it connected to the $40 million that we just paid Argentina? Okay, so smart cities are on the rise. Boom. Jamaica's obliterated. Boom. A couple more places get obliterated. Boom. Now we looking at what we have left. This motherfucking orange bitch decided we was gonna send some money to Argentina, but niggas can't eat. Insane. Military not getting paid. Insane. Government workers still going to work, not getting paid. Insane. Thank you, Indonesia. Thank you. Because I thought it was India, so it's Indonesia. So when the apple juices got to crying so much that the war had to come to an end and we had to send the German people off to somewhere else, where did they go? They flew to Argentina. If they didn't go to Argentina, then they came to the United States, or they came to the United States via Argentina. Now, where are our major places where these little German motherfuckers be going back to? I live in the state where they do come back to. I don't live too far from Langley. I don't live too far from the Air Force Base. I don't live too far from the little NASA place that they have out here. A lot of the motherfuckers came out to Virginia. Even more of them went to Alabama. I went to college at Huntsville. I lived in a Rocket City. So a lot of German people were there too. So with that being said, Argentina had a real huge German population right after World War II. And post World War II, everybody knew them niggas was out there. It ain't like a surprise or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They all knew. You know what I'm saying? And they all knew they was out there. Oh, thank you, 40 billion. We sent $40 billion to Argentina, and we can't even give $1 million to each person in the country. That's insane. 100,000. I can't get a good 100,000 piece. Man, shit. Man, shit. I love a good 100,000 piece. You know what I'm saying? But we done sent this red spread to Argentina like we don't know. Like we don't know that the people, you know what I'm saying? You know who I hate that we on YouTube because I can only say apple juice. But y'all know them apple juice people / them German people, because they all the same. Them particular apple juice people are no more than just Germans. They're white people that don't want to claim that they were German, low key. But nevertheless, I ain't got no issue with German people. I drive their engineer. I love German people in their cars. Spatula and schnitzel is my shit. But we done sent this 40 bill to Argentina. For what? Safety. Why? We ended up doing that the same week that Trump decided to rip down the west half of the fucking White House. And that's another thing I need y'all to pay attention to is why the fuck are we rebuilding the White House? The White House ain't had to get rebuilt since James Madison wife and mama, you know what I'm saying, burnt that bitch down. You feel me? I think that bitch caught on fire like 2 times. Like that's the only time it really had to get reconstructed. Some wild ass shit. So why now? And if you know anything about the White House, the West Wing happens to have, drum roll please, the motherfucking bunker. The bunker is on the West Wing of the White House. So you telling me what the fuck is the name? Somebody dropped the name of the government contract and defense company that's redoing the architecture of the West Wing. Locking fuck is it called? Locking something. Nevertheless, all these military contractors are on the job. Now I understand that when you do a federal job, you have to have federally vetted motherfuckers. Cool. But even if I was a federal motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I was just giving myself a new quote unquote ballroom, I'd get them motherfuckers that be on the goddamn HGTV channel. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Why is the ballroom bigger than the fucking White House altogether? Nevertheless, I would have had HGTV motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, doing it. I would have had like some real good name brand ass niggas doing it. Not no goddamn locking. What the fuck is the name of them people? Locking something. Because if somebody can, Chris H, if you're still here, if you can Google who the hell is the fucking defense contract. Because you telling me the same motherfuckers that make space lasers and drones and be killing Osama bin Laden and them, you telling me them niggas is adequate enough to build a ballroom? Bitch, I can build a ballroom. I did that shit on Sims 3. Lockheed and Martin. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lockheed and Martin. Lockheed is on their ass. Blackstone too. You can't. Hey. Which one is the four horsemen? Please don't say Mark, because that's my last name. I don't like that. Don't do that, yo, Nina. I don't like that. But anyway, Lockheed and Martin is out here being the fucking face of the goddamn goddamn. And you telling me you couldn't find nobody else that could build a ballroom? You needed to have Lockheed and Martin build you a ballroom? That doesn't make sense at all whatsoever. And I'm sorry if y'all want me to get on camera today. I'll start getting on camera in a couple of weeks. Probably after my birthday and my first semester at this job. But having Lockheed and Martin be your number one motherfuckers for when you really, really, really need to build a White House is crazy. Because at no point in time have these motherfuckers been building houses anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we can just ask Lockheed and Martins to start doing an entire development in Northern Virginia to make affordable housing. Why the fuck aren't we getting affordable housing, but you're getting an entire ballroom, bro? What the fuck? Affordable housing is out the window. Motherfuckers is homeless, but we rebuild an entire ballroom. I get that, Matt, and I understand that. But Lockheed and Martin, that's like motherfucking, that's like niggas as professor. No, no, hold on. Let me give you the best analogy that I know everybody's going to be able to understand. Hold on. That's like we, that's like we live in the White House. Chris, Jonina, and myself, we all we all in the White House, right? I know. I would like them to build homes. I don't know if Marcus is coming back. Chamonix. I don't. I'm trying to figure it out. I just texted him to see. I don't know, Chamonix. Just hold on. I hope he is. But that's like us asking Lex Luthor, Like, hey Lex, we was wondering, can you build us a ballroom? Why the fuck would I ask Lex Luthor to build us a ballroom? That's all I saw. That's all I'm saying. It's giving vibes like we just asked a supervillain to build us a ballroom or another supervillain. And everybody's like, oh, it's a ballroom. It's not a fucking ballroom, bro. If it is, it's a ballroom with a laser in the floor. And when you hit one button, the laser comes out the floor and everybody gets obliterated and turns into motherfucking skeletons. Like like that one scene out of goddamn Hey, Marcus is in here. Hey Marcus. Yeah, it's like that one scene off of Mars Attack when that motherfucker was like "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and then like started zapping everybody and niggas started turning into skeletons. That's exactly what it's giving. It's giving that when they finish the ballroom, they gonna have a Mars attack. Holy shit. What if the aliens come and it's Mars attacks on November 23rd? Crazy work. Sorry, y'all. That's how ADD works. I'm so sorry. Woo, child. I got mean ADHD. ADHD? ADD. I have ADD. But nevertheless, Lockheed and Martin out here building motherfucking ballrooms like they're not overqualified for that. I wish a motherfucker that's like somebody hiring me and they're like, hey T, we know that you're a 5-star chef. You've worked in 3 Michelin star restaurants, a 5 diamond resort in the country. We need you to make PB&J sandwich. I'm gonna take the money, but I ain't building no motherfucking. I ain't making no PB&J sandwich. I'd be
Can you
damned
hear
if
me?
somebody hires. Yes, I can. I'd be damned if I get hired and you was talking about some. Yeah, T, we just want you to make these shrimp cocktails. Just pour a little cocktail sauce in the cup and just hang 3 shrimps off to the side. Bitch, what? What? As a
You were
person
talking
who,
about Lockheed Martin.
yeah, I'm still talking about him because I'm saying in the same breath, Marcus. Does that even make sense? Lockheed Martin making a ballroom. If y'all came to me with the petition to say, hey, Lockheed Martin, we know you just made 17 million lasers and 45,000 drones, and we just blew up Osama bin Laden and his house and his kids, but can you make us a ballroom? I would be so offended. Bitch, do you know I make lasers? So it's got to be something more than that, Marcus. It has to be.
Yeah,
Fuck that
I
shit.
figure I'll just play it with my phone. I'm gonna play it with my phone. Something I want y'all to hear because I don't want a chance trying to play it through there and it jack up on me.
Marcus, you got to start paying our FBI agent before you start the show.
But check this out, y'all. Hold on. Come on.
I would lose Alan Hamilton, build a ballroom. That ain't making sense to me. They're a defense contractor. What is it they're really after? It feels like a CO conspiracy. Why would Lockheed Martin build a ballroom? That ain't making sense to me. You build rockets, they build missiles. Now it's drinks to wet your whistle. It's something sinister indeed. Oh, I will volunteer while build a bomb. I just can't get down with that man. You remember that scene from Batman? They're gonna build more surveillance technology. Oh, turns out Hitler also built a ballroom. Let's make cause when stuff hit the fan, that's the place that they all ran. And it turns out that Trump has the exact same plan. God damn it. I would
Did y'all hear that?
It got choppy towards the end, but we got most of it.
You got the message. The whole point is Palantir and Lockheed Martin are helping build this ballroom. Why? What the hell are they putting in that ballroom? Also, I would think that more than likely, the ballroom is just remember how y'all talked about like Trump said that he ain't going nowhere?
Mm-hmm.
Third term. Sounds like this may be his way to keep himself from not going nowhere by
Hello.
literally barricading himself in the White House and saying, "Come get me if you can."
Don't get that white man no ideas, man.
And so if I'm not leaving, therefore I'm still the president. I don't know. It could lead for a crazy time. Now, I'm not saying this was going to happen. I'm just saying I can see it. I mean, because I'm before I went out, I was talking a little bit about the Amazon layoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amazon is set to release about 30,000 employees, white collar employees. We say it's basically because we've got too much overhead. Nah, what it is now ChatGPT and all these other things, you found that you don't need a lot of these managerial white class workers. So you're shedding them. You're going to see like a lot of paralegals and people like that, underwriters and stuff. They're going to be next to start losing their jobs. Well, another thing that they said is, and this one kind of came out first and then it kind of got pushed back and people had to redefine it, but the number 600,000 came out. 600,000 is a plan for what they expect to get their workforce down over the years. I think somebody said it was probably like 2030. Don't quote me on that. I mean, look it up, of course, to be certain. But by 2030, they plan to have cut 600,000 workers. Now, how they plan to do that is by, as workers quit, retire, whatever, they use technology to replace them. So when they try to diminish this whole AI thing that they're doing, don't buy it. AI is definitely the reason why they're doing it. This, we'll change the culture, whatever. Nonsense. They plan on downsizing that. And once they downsize that, it's kind of crazy to me that the Republican Party for the longest has always been about cutting benefits. We don't need nobody out there doing all this SNAP. We don't need all this government assistance. They're pissed off feeling everybody is stealing their money. When, if you really think about it, you do the math. For the people who are on government assistance, if you just really did the math, people who are paying their taxes at most are paying probably about $20 to $40 a year that somebody's spending. Many of y'all dick off $20, $30, $40 a week easy on stupid crap. But yet many of these people on the right are so up in arms because they worried about somebody on welfare taking advantage of their money. But they're mad about welfare, but you're not mad about all this money we send to Argentina. Or if you are mad, you're more mad about this welfare money or SNAP because they get a couple of random people who are the worst offenders and they make them the face of what SNAP is. But yes, let that get in your feels and make you mad. But don't get mad about how much money we sending overseas to these different countries. How much money is in and up in politicians' bank accounts. I mean, I just heard recently a new thing that Trump is selling. He's going to be doing gambling, political gambling. Y'all ain't mad about none of that stuff, but y'all mad because maybe your funky $30 a year got wasted on somebody buying an extra steak. I don't know. I digress. Your thoughts, Teal?
You know what my thoughts are. This shit don't make sense. And it ain't making dollars. None at all. I want, no. No. I don't know why people can't have their snaps. Why don't we just have a living wage that allows us to be able to buy the things that we need to sustain living? How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck food stamps. Fuck food stamps. Y'all don't want to give us food stamps? Cool. Why aren't jobs giving us a living wage so that we don't need the assistance? Why aren't jobs giving women enough time to medically get better after they have a kid on maternity leave instead of making us have supplements via WIC? Huh? Hello? Crickets. We ain't got no answers for that. But we got $40 billion to send to fucking Argentina. It's bigger than the snap.
Because they'll live and die by capitalism and won't explain and when it comes to the shortcomings of capitalism, let's just ignore that. Let's not pay attention to any of these shortcomings, and let's just scream.
Don't look at my right hand, bro. Pay attention to the left hand.
Let's worry about some feared communism that's coming to take and steal everything, while you got plenty of people who are getting pillaged and pockets empty right here under this good old capitalist system. So what are you really worried about? Either way, you're getting your pockets picked according to that.
Hey, it's the fact that motherfuckers be so afraid of shit they don't even fucking know. Motherfuckers don't even know what a fucking communist look like. Can't point me out a communist if you seen them motherfuckers at Walmart. You can't, can you? Yeah, because everybody fucking struggling the fucking same except for the motherfucker with a brand new ballroom. Bitch, you don't even have a living room currently, but you voted for a motherfucker that ripped down half the White House to give you a ballroom. That makes no sense to me. None of this makes sense to me. While we arguing about who need and who don't and who got and who hasn't had, and I lived a life without snaps. Congratulations. I'm glad that you lived a life without snaps. I didn't. I am a snap baby. My mama had to get snaps. Okay? But she did that while she was going through college, trying to make a better life, to get a living wage so that she can sustain a good life for moi. Okay? So you're not going to sit here and tell me not everybody needed snaps at least one point in time of their life, or maybe your mama didn't get them because she got denied or whatever have you. Medicaid, niggas need that. I still have my Medicaid card. Is it working currently? Probably the fuck not. I'm thankful I got a job that's giving me insurance. But this shit is fucking ridiculous, bro. We sending money to other countries. Them niggas ain't never sent no bread to us. And I'm super big. I am stupid. Exactly, Marcus. That's what I'm saying. How we always dishing out bread. Ain't nobody giving us no aid. Ain't nobody looking out for us. I ain't seen nobody write a check when Hawaii's fucking whole shit blew the fuck up. I ain't seen nobody get a check. Did France cut us a check for Cali? No. Anything? No. Where them niggas got fucked up in Texas? Did Ukraine send them niggas anything? No. Matter of fact, we sent Ukraine some bread after the flood in Texas. That was this year. We don't never get no foreign aid. Last time I checked, I ain't seen China cut us a motherfucking thing. We barely can get a check cut from TikTok. So what the fuck are you talking about? How are we going? Niggas ain't got snaps, but ain't nobody send no foreign aid to feed our people, but we over here feeding other people's kids? Free lunch is a federal thing through the VDOE. They are about to stop funding the Virginia Department. Well, excuse me, that's just mine. The Department of Education is losing $50 million in funding. When it got put into place, the president that put fucking free lunches in place, they only wanted to feed the kids so that they were strong enough when they got damn graduated that they'd be able-bodied for the fucking draft. That's what free lunch was for. So now think about that. The president that put it in made it so that our military could be stronger for the draft. That's why niggas got free lunch. You're telling me they got one meal in a whole day free of charge. One meal. That doesn't mean that kid ate breakfast at home or dinner at home, but that motherfucker got lunch just so that motherfucker can get through school, have enough sense to be okay to get drafted, and be strong enough to be a military servant for our country. That's what that president made it for. Now you're telling me the current fucktard is fucking making it so that we cannot have free lunch. So these kids are not getting any supplements on top of not getting food at home for breakfast or dinner because ain't no snack no more. So they're starving our children. How are we any different than Palestine except for the fact that it's our own fucking president doing it to us? I'll wait.
Well, here's another thing that I'll add on to it. They've gotten Americans to be more mad about giving money to other Americans than people outside of America. You don't hardly raise a fuss about money that's going to Ukraine,
but y'all don't.
But they mad about any kind of money which goes towards Americans.
And y'all niggas mad about immigrants.
You don't want immigrants to get the money. You don't want Americans to get the money, but you don't give a damn if the rest of the world gets the money.
But that's the thing, Marcus. We still giving the money to immigrants. They just didn't make it over here yet. So make that make sense. Don't give the money to the motherfuckers that sacrificed and got here. Am I saying that all of my money should go to a person that just made it over here on a boat without proper identification? No, I'm not saying that. I believe in feeding any person that comes to my door, regardless of race, color, and creed. Okay? That's me. I know for a fact if I make this big ass pot of soup and a dude by the name of Enrique came over here with tattered and torn clothes and he promised me that he wouldn't murder me and chop me up in little pieces and make soup out of my body, I'm gonna give him a bowl. I'm not gonna check his ID. I'm not gonna check his birth certificate because I could care less. Because I don't feel that any human should be out here starving unless you're part of the Epstein crew. Y'all should starve to death. But neither here nor there. But the fact that you can tell me that it's not okay to feed the person on my porch, but it's okay for me to freeze this soup and send it to Mexico. What? Does that make sense? Okay. Y'all got y'all motherfucking panties in a bunch over a government lockdown, and y'all keep saying, oh, well, the lockdown happening because they can't come to terms because of the immigrants and the whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Bitch, that's not it. That's not even close. They can care less about them fucking immigrants. They sending money to immigrants that ain't even made the fucking trek to come over here. Think about it that way. We paying immigrants to stay at home. The fuck? What kind of dumb shit is that? And this is exactly why I don't be arguing with y'all niggas on them little blue apps or that fucking TikTok shit. And this is why I don't, because arguing with niggas via the internet is dumb. Because y'all not going to hear it. Like I said earlier, you're not going to catch the message if it's not coming from somebody you want to hear it from. And I understand. I am not the nicest motherfucker. I came to terms with that. But I'm a consistent motherfucker. And I'd rather be consistent than nice. So yes, motherfuckers got their panties in a bunch. We have a fucking government lockdown. Our military isn't getting fucking paid, let alone fed. They can barely feed themselves now. But you want this motherfucker to represent you when we go overseas and get to kicking in somebody else's fucking doors. You ever try to kick in somebody's doors hungry? It's hard. Can't do it good. It don't work out well. Not how you think it's gonna work out. Shit. And that's what you're telling me? Y'all are okay with us sending our military troops over there hungry. Them niggas is trying to figure out how their kids gonna eat. They can't even get benefits via not having the bread. So they getting double whammy. In my opinion, the military getting double whammy. Not only is your check not coming in after you done gave your fucking life, bodies tattered and torn to this bum ass country that's building a ballroom above a bunker and sending money to another country, you're not getting your check, and now your baby mama can't even get snapped and wick for the baby you just had, thinking that you were going to get TRICARE for the rest of your life. Psych your mind. And now she can't feed y'all's kid either. And y'all telling me y'all mad at each other and not at this motherfucker? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's it. I'm gonna get off my snap soapbox, Marcus. You can go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you cooking. Going ahead.
I'm hotter than fish.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Because what the fuck is you talking
keep
about?
going. Keep going.
It goes back to that fucking, I'm a Christian. I ain't never seen the Klansmen. All these motherfuckers still rallying behind this motherfucker are literally Klans people. Because at this point, you can't tell me you're a Christian You're not telling me you're a Christian first and a white person second. Because you showing me that it's a skin thing with you. Obviously. Because it doesn't make sense. Because there is no Christian, no right Christian, no correct Christian. I won't even say right because y'all might have thought it was right over there. No, there is no correct Christian currently talking about this right now, in my opinion. Why is Joel Osteen having opened up their church to have a motherfucking goddamn a free for all for food? The Church of Satan has done food drives. The Church of Satan, the satanic temple of all of the bad juju that y'all think it is, them motherfuckers is feeding their city. They are in Chicago right now feeding the people. Don't give a fuck about race, color, and creed. Them motherfuckers is eating thanks to the Church of Satan. But you telling me Joel Osteen, he ain't got nothing for y'all? Really? Y'all had all the money in the world for his ass, but now it's time for him to turn back around, and we ain't got nothing for Joel. TD Jakes, TD, what you doing for your people? TD, anything? The Mormons, anybody? I can understand personal syndicates. I can understand small towns looking out for their town and their parish, but on a major scale, where the fuck did all of this money go to? Where is it at, Joel? Because I really want to know now. Ugh. Every year, my country just makes it harder and harder for me to want to stay here in this bitch. It's time for me to go. All right, I'm done. Go ahead, Marcus. I'm sorry. I'm done. Oh. And I'm sorry if I haven't been able to look at anybody's comments. I'm straining my soup right now. I'm straining my broth so I can continue making my soup. So I will be upstairs to read all comments and foolishness in a little bit. Just give me a second.
Yeah, since I'm still kind of cutting out a little bit, I figured I would just send it to you in the form of a question. I asked, what's your thoughts on Sonia Massey killer convicted on second degree murder?
Hey, a win is a win, bro.
Yeah.
A win is a win. I can't ask for much more. There's been so many cops that have gotten off altogether. You know what I'm saying? With the murders of black people, a win is a win. After a while, I'm so desensitized with this. Just hearing that she got a dub is beautiful, but I'm just so desensitized behind this shit, Marcus. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, which pisses me off with a lot of people who do the All Lives Matter stuff. It's like, or say her name stuff. The whole point of that, all victims. I care about all victims, but when a lot of people from the right, they try to do this say her name or say his name stuff, those people who you're talking about are going to get convicted. Ain't nobody killing little Becky out in New Hampshire, and the killer's just gonna walk away. But in the case of a Sonia Massey, we're used to seeing a cop on camera kill a woman clear as day and get away with it. That's the whole reason for that. Say her name, say his name, because we're used to them getting away with it. Now, if you believe these immigrants are going to get away with killing the little white girl next door, then okay, then I would agree with you for using it. But you guys are using it in cases where we already know this motherfucker going to get 35 life sentences and he's going to be convicted. It's not a story. You're just trying to make it a story so you can make it a 1-for-1. It's the same thing with when they try to compare violence on the right and on the left. And they brought up Black Lives Matter protests and graffiti and breaking windows is violence on the left.
Bitch.
But even then, let's say we take all that, right? Take it all. How many protests was it during Black Lives Matter?
Shit, too many to fucking count, to be honest.
Exactly. How many protests involving how many people?
Shit.
And then when you actually go into the people who died during Black Lives Matter, how many of them were somebody ran a car through a crowd? How many of them were somebody was trying to loot a store and a store owner shot somebody?
Mm-hmm.
How many of these were situations like that where it's not even about a left versus right? It's just people who happen to be at a protest that's put in the left wing sphere is now considered left wing violence. When you have somebody like a Dylan Roof who took out more people than all the people who died in the Black Lives Matter protest. One person. Like, I couldn't believe it when I found out that even Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma City bombing, that people were trying to argue that wasn't right-wing violence.
What?
Like, well, we didn't know what his beliefs necessarily were.
What? What the fuck? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?
Why
you think he did what he did?
Yeah.
So why?
So
That's what
you
I,
say
that's what I'm
black
saying. Why would he do that then?
So you say the left is all about socialism and communism, and they want the government to do everything for you, in their words, but yet you're saying a guy who is anti-government is part of the left that wants the government to do everything? Oh, that don't make no sense.
It really don't. But go on.
Y'all gonna make me turn to Preacher Polly on you. That's like plaids and stripes. That don't go together.
It don't go. Thank you. It does not go together.
Oh, I mean, most of these mass shooters, and I'm just be flat honest. Most of them, what I see a common thread with a big chunk of them is white supremacy ideology. You telling me that's left wing?
Come on.
You're telling me that? And so we'll sit here and we'll watch people like Tucker Carlson talk about great replacement theory. And we need to do something about this. And then when you have the Buffalo shooting happen, they'll turn around and say, "Oh, that's not what we mean." Well, what do you want them to fucking do? What message are you putting out there?
Excuse me.
Because I tell you this, if I say something, I put a message out there and somebody turn around and say that I influenced them to do that violence, then I'm going to really start digging back to what the hell was I saying? What did I say to make you go do this? Because obviously I need to be much more clear with my message. If people keep citing the same persons over and over and over as part of their motivation for doing what they did, then how do you say that it's not connected to the message that you're putting out?
Hello. We had to get it from somewhere, baby.
Rondo, I get that it's the same bird, but what I'm saying is these wings ain't doing the same thing either. These wings are not doing the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Do I feel like they're both doing negativity to us? Yes.
Fuck yeah.
But
we're not giving a left a pass.
No, we're definitely not. I don't want anybody to ever conflate that because we're bringing up things that we're giving the left a pass. I believe the left is turning a blind eye to what they see as clear and present danger to many of us. But when I listen to rhetoric that leads crazy people to threaten my safety, I got to prioritize that. I can't just ignore that and say, well, I don't care what people think. We're all humans and we're all the same. I can't play that game. I got to pay attention. I can't be like, hundreds of millions of people are good people. Yeah, but what about these other 55 million I still got to worry about? see, that's what I try to put into consideration, and a lot, and I one thing that used to infuriate me when I would hear people say all the time, you can't take the small percentage of people out there and get so caught up with what they're doing. I can when that small percentage per capita is more than my whole group of people who are in this country. Also, this will your racism is only a problem because you guys keep talking about it.
Oh my God. No, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the worst racists that I've ever come in contact with were timid racists. The quiet ones, the sneaky ones. Those are the worst racists. I promise you that one. The motherfuckers that'll let you in their house, them get out ass racists. Those are the worst ones. The ones that don't tell you shit, the ones that don't say nothing. So yes, I don't like quiet racists. I like loud bigots. Baby, let me know you don't like me. So at least I know where I don't need to go. I'm not scared, but I'm not asking to die either.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I look at it like this: I can't sit there and ignore things that are clear and present dangers. For instance, if you have the wilderness and you know it's a whole bunch of fucking bears who like to eat humans, you probably should worry about the bears at least a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about all the birds that might be, you know what I'm saying, helping me out and giving me berries and shit. Thank you, bird. I appreciate you. I'm gonna tell you thank you in the process, but I'm gonna still be vigilant about this fucking man-eating bear that's in the woods. Or I don't know, maybe I don't go to the woods where the man-eating fucking bear is at.
Yeah. So, and I forgot. While I still got the decent enough little signal left, I probably figured we should talk a little bit about Russia.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you heard, I did show in that video earlier. Huh?
They flying shit over different countries and shit now? I knew they were
Well,
flying
what
shit
they
over like
did
France.
is they flew a route which basically avoided all Western nations and basically a couple of jump stops and got themselves right into Venezuela. And from the intel that I'm hearing, they sent the Wagner group. And so I think people should pay attention to that just a little bit. I mean, here's let me find that what was she saying? Here it is. Oh, 4-star general. Let's see. In recent address, U.S. Southern Command Chief General Laura Richardson said out loud what Washington has long denied, that its true concern in Latin America is not democracy or human rights, but control. Here, listen to a little bit of this real quick.
Of course, the countries, Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua with Russia relationships. Why this region matters with all of its rich resources and rare earth elements. You've got the lithium triangle, which is needed for technology today. 60% of the world's lithium is in the lithium triangle, Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. You just have the largest oil reserves, light sweet crude, discovered off of Guyana over a year ago. You have Venezuela's resources as well with oil, copper, gold. We have the Amazon, lungs of the world. We have the 31% of the world's fresh water in this region too. I mean, it's just off the charts. We have a lot to do. This region matters. It has a lot to do with national security, and we need to step up our game.
And Russia's there now?
You said what?
And Russia's there now?
Yes.
Hell, they got us with the okie doke.
And so now the Wagner group is said to be on the ground there.
Damn. They didn't beat us to the moon, quote unquote, but they beat us to there. All right.
Well, no, what they're coming in is they're protecting Venezuela. They know what the U.S. is trying to do. They know
But we got
exactly what.
Argentina. We got Argentina. Hey,
Yeah,
Argentina, here's some money.
but there's a whole lot more that they can reap from Venezuela, and they've been trying to get Venezuela for quite a long time. I mean, I remember, I'd say easily 15 years ago or more, talking about how the Koch brothers have been trying their best to get in there. Tried, they have tried internal conflicts. They've tried assassinations. They have tried messing with the Venezuelan stock market. They have tried sabotaging refineries. They have tried everything to work their way in. They've done it with sanctions. Thus, it's always weird to me. I watch people in this country cheerlead the government doing certain things that affect certain countries. So you'll put sanctions on Venezuela, destroy their economy, destroy the jobs there, fund gangs and militias inside of there, making the place more dangerous, more poverty, and a place where people trying to raise a family are literally in danger. And then when all those people flood out of there and then go to your country, now you're mad that the people are in your country. You literally are forcing them. You're supporting a government that's forcing them out of their own country. Where the fuck do you think they're going to go?
Hey, did you hear about all those drug dealers that got clapped up last night? 21 drug dealers. I think it was Argentina. 21 drug dealers got clapped up last night, bro. But they had I don't know if you can Google it right quick. I'm not by my phone. You know, you hear me cooking in the background like Gordon Ramsay. My bad, y'all. But 21 drug dealers got clapped up. They had like a 2.5 month ass sting, and the feds finally went in and like killed all of them. Like just all of them. And it's wild that you brought that up because I thought about it and I was like, isn't that wild how out of nowhere, and I think it is Argentina, all these drug dealers just come up dead. Fuck the prison system. We're not doing the prison system this go around. We're just going to kill them. Crazy. They created the environment and then just 86 the whole environment.
That's the thing which it always confuses me about the right. This part always confuses me about the right. You champion them to do these things that in turn push these people into America who you don't want here. But yet you make it so that it's better for them to try to get in here and deal with whatever crap that you deal with and hatred from people and all that, because it's better than being back to their home place because you fucked that up.
Yep.
How about just not fucking up their homelands and you don't have to spend all this money on border reinforcement and running around trying to round people up?
Because it's control, Marcus. I don't give a fuck about them people as a whole. It's control, baby. It's me controlling these motherfuckers.
It just blows my mind that I watch these people and they're so sycophantically in love with Trump and think he's going to do all these great things when he's literally himself doing policies that are, in one breath, he's pushing people out, and another breath is making them want to come right back in. And so it's like, it almost seems like their thinking on this is so detached. It's like you can't see how 1 + 1 = 2 repeatedly.
No.
It's like you're doing actions that are contributing to the problem that you're mad at. It's like, damn, I hate that I keep going to the. I hate that I don't have any money, but fuck, I gotta keep going to the casino and spending it. Like what? You're mad because you don't have any money, but you keep going to the casino and spending it. Who's the problem here? Can you guys not understand this? What the hell's going on?
But that's the thing. They have to create a problem, Marcus. That's the problem. That's the thing. You have to create a problem because if there's no problem, then the people won't care. You have to create a problem. If there's a problem, then you have options and opinions. And if there's long as there's something that has opinions on it, people will argue. And as long as people will argue, Marcus, they'll be distracted. And they won't get to see the actual things that are happening. How all of these people are honestly putting invisible sanctions on us. They're creating these environments where we can and can't go. It's way, way, way,
Yeah.
way bigger. You know what I'm saying? And if there is no problem and there's nothing for me to actually make you go, about, because I'm too busy arguing with somebody else about the minuscule problem of, well, if you don't want it, you know what I'm saying, then don't do it. Well, yeah, I get that. I know, but now it's to a point where it might be a habit, habitual. It's traumatically embedded in people to continue to have this argument or fight. I I erase. How we constantly have to continuously do a
Yeah.
race battle. Every time you get on a topic, it has something stigma to race. That shit is never going away. But as long as we can sit and argue about these two differences of opinions that we have, it keeps us distracted from the fact that they're still trying to kill us. Give us invisible lines. Now we can and can't go here. Now my passport might not work there. You never know how deep this shit is. Them digital IDs, everything is connected on top of that. So it all around sucks.
Yeah.
And we still can't eat.
Like I'm
That's
reading
what,
this comment here from Lauren, and it says, after the shutdown, Massey/Democrats can vote to release the Epstein files. They're all voting yes. Will Republicans follow Trump's orders and vote no? Will they block the release? We'll see. I put it this way: even if they release the files, all you're going to get is this person went to the island. This person, you're going to get who went to the island. You are not going to get what the hell they did on the island.
hell no.
Because, yeah, and some of that we already know. We know, like, for instance, Dave Chappelle went. But was Dave Chappelle telling jokes? Or was he in one of them rooms back there doing some stuff? That's the questions that that's the questions that you really need to ask. What was being done? He could have been back there. With a woman of proper age, and everything's perfectly on the up and up. Oh, what was Bill Clinton back there doing? Maybe, shoot, for all you know, him and Hillary were there, and they were into some stuff. That's all I'll say. That it might be perfectly legal, it just might be a little weird. But who's there doing criminal activity? That's the real question. Because I guarantee you, like, a lot of people always focus it on being, some pedo stuff. That's where they focus.
They was doing weird shit too. Yeah, they was doing weird shit too.
Some of it honestly boils down to just shit you don't want nobody else to know you're into. I mean, how many of these world leaders that they probably got a choker collar on and walking around like a dog and doing some other weird stuff, and they just don't want people to know that?
True.
I honestly feel like that's more what some of this stuff will be if they really went into it. And the reason why you're never going to get to that level of information is because it was a Mossad operation. You really think they're about to give up the goods? Because the moment they give up the goods on people who they have compromised in positions of power, they no longer hold that leverage over them.
They can't let that
They're
out.
not giving that up. They ain't never going to give that up. That's the reason why Dan Bongino and little Cash Patel, that's the reason why they all flipped the script once they got in there. Because they realized and they were briefed with the real story. It's one thing to get online and talk your little talks. It's another thing when you have to deal with the real power players and they tell you, bitch, you want to stay in office, this is what you will do.
Ooh.
And Cash Patel is already honeypotted. So what the hell can he say? Because he compromised too. They know with this president, if he don't use that ballroom, if he don't use that to stay in power, the rest of them got what, 2 years and some change. before they all are fair game for lawsuits, prison terms, and all kind of stuff. So right now, they doing the grift. They're making their money. They're building their profile so they can move on and shill at a higher level soon enough. But if they ass start talking, they start talking, it's over. Either you can get paid and do very well and have all your dreams come true on this earth anyway, or
not Valhalla.
I can literally destroy you. Oh yeah. You ain't going to Valhalla. You can go to somewhere else. Vahel, that's where you're gonna go, or you're gonna get just dumped into. I mean, they can disappear people. Be like, Casper Patel's plane went down, crashed, no survivors. Meanwhile, you survived. They just got you on a black site in Diego Garcia somewhere, beating the hell out of you 24/7. There's so many things they can do to you. Especially when the narrative is easily controlled. And the news companies are only owned by a handful of.
Yeah, and they've already painted this wild ass persona and picture of you, Cash Patel. So nobody. You ever wonder how exilement actually worked, nigga? Because I always thought about it. You want to know? Mm-hmm. Okay, so one of my favorite things to think about in my history brain, because I'm a history buff, is remember when they exiled Napoleon? I had to think about that shit.
Yeah.
I said, nigga, you Napoleon. Fuck you mean they kicked you out? You know what I'm saying? Fuck you mean they kicked you out? And then I thought about how bad his press run was. You can't tell me Trump is Napoleon reincarnated. It's giving the fact that I feel Napoleon might have really got a short end of the stick because the nigga was so good at what he did. Why did y'all hate him so much towards the end? You know what I'm saying? In the words of Boondocks,
well, because he's
fighting them niggas so bad.
Fighting against the powers that be. Fighting against the powers that be.
Yes.
Fighting against the powers that be.
Okay.
Can't do that.
What made them niggas so mad? That nigga was big and bad. That nigga was smart as fuck. That nigga had some of the best military strategies. Like, get out of here. What do you mean y'all hate him so much that y'all kick this man out? His own shit? Man, watch how they do. Watch how they do these motherfuckers from here on out.
Yeah, that's just one of the first original coups that we can really point to with a world leader.
Yeah. They said, nah, he gotta go. He gotta go.
Not the first, of course, but just one of the most high profile ones that we can point to. Because they continue that method.
Yep. But yeah.
Well, first time he marched into Russia, he marched into nothing. And then marched into Russia again and got wiped. Yeah. Oh, it's never about the king. It's always about the one who holds power next to the king.
Which is
those are real.
The cardinal or somebody in the religious segment, somebody of some religious stature. Come on, y'all know how it go. Dude, I hope y'all know how it go. Hey, I just want to let you know, Marcus, I've been cooking this soup this whole show, and this shit is good. It's almost done. And this shit look good. I'm trying to tell you, I made some bomb ass shit.
I figure I survived the show the best we can with all the signal issues. So I figure wrap it up on a good note before this thing falls apart any worse, because then I wouldn't even be able to get in and end the stream. So I guess I'm going ahead and end it on this note. I hit most of the stuff that I wanted to. I don't know. I'm gonna go see about possibly a different provider or something. I don't know. I gotta figure this out because I'm getting tired of this crap. I'm getting tired of not.
I don't blame you.
Well, I mean, I had better signal before with another provider. I don't know. I might have to switch to a new provider.
That's crazy. Like, what do you mean y'all internet suck? That's y'all got one job. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, back to our other conversation, y'all don't even own the internet, apparently. Let me talk to
Well, here's the
Amazon. I need
thing.
better Amazon internet.
Here's the thing. The internet that I have is literally considered the best phone service company. They have the best towers. So on
That's
my
crazy.
regular phone, I get perfect signal, but then when it comes to the internet service, it's garbage. If you don't know who I'm talking about T-Mobile.
Ooh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
T-Mobile, you suck.
Crazy enough, when I had AT&T, perfect. They were just
Really?
getting pricey. I got to figure out. Oh yeah,
Shout out,
AT&T, man, I was doing all kind of stuff on this thing. Mm-hmm.
shout out AT&T.
Said, "Are you watching the Dodgers game?" I'm secretly rooting against them.
Damn.
Yeah, secretly rooting against them. I work in an office full of Dodger fans. You should know. I don't like big market teams.
I was
When
about to
it
say,
comes to
who's your team?
baseball, I'm a Royals fan.
Oh, okay.
So I don't like the fact that they buy their. I don't like these teams that buy their World Series. Since baseball don't have a salary cap, I've sat there and watched us build players and grow them. You know, bring them all the way from the minor leagues and bring them up and development and year after year, and they be with the team for 5, 6 years, just for them to finally reach their pinnacle. And then the Red Sox or the Yankees or the Mets or you know, or the Dodgers or somebody like that comes in. Oh, we'll offer you 150 million for 3 years. Boom,
And
gone.
then and then they get
I can't be
injured
mad at
after
the
their
player.
first year.
I can't be mad at the player for taking that, but I definitely can't. I definitely can't root for my own demise when I watch these teams literally buy their World Series. Like I remember one year the Yankees pitching, the Yankees bullpen had the Yankees bullpen salary was worth more than our whole entire team and front office.
Ah,
So how you have four people who make more money than like 300 people? I can't root for that.
Jesus.
And then Otani, what, $700 million man? I can't root for that.
700 million?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I need to
Yeah,
start looking at baseball players. I'm in the wrong field.
yeah, 10 years, $700 million contract.
Jesus.
And then that's not even factoring in. That's just the base contract. That doesn't factor in if they hit playoffs, how many strikeouts he gets, if he gets this amount of hits, how many home runs, and you factor that in, and his contract jumps somewhere from 700 to easily 850. And then that hasn't factored in all his endorsements.
I was about to say endorsements. Is this $1 billion man?
Oh, give him a couple of years, he will be.
Jesus.
This man retired will probably be the highest paid athlete of all time. And he ain't the
Why?
only one. There's so many players who make it hundreds of millions like it's nothing.
But how good is he? Is he
And,
really that good?
he good. I'm not gonna say he ain't good though. I'm not gonna say he's not good.
Okay, so he worth it, but god damn.
This dude will go out there, pitch a shutout for 8 innings straight, and get you 3 home runs.
What the fuck, nigga?
Yeah,
That nigga,
it's
he's
like,
a team by himself.
yes, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so I get it.
Ooh, please.
I get it.
I need to be in the baseball stands, y'all. I need to stop fucking with these strippers.
You know, and it'd be funny to me. All these women, they be going after the NBA players.
Y'all need a
Them are the
baseball
worst.
player. Learn some Spanish, bitch.
They'd be the worst ones to go after. Honestly, the NBA player and hockey players, you get with them, you got a man who gonna hold it down with you, build a family. You don't hear about a lot of these football players out there in the club doing all this crazy stuff. You have the occasional bad apples, but you got to remember, on an NFL team, you got a 53-man roster.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
That's a whole lot of people for you to have a couple bad apples to fall through. NBA, how many is it on a team? What? Max, talking about practice squad and all that, about 30?
32, I believe. I think it's 32.
And how much trouble you hear they ass? How much trouble you hear they ass getting in?
About 80%. About 80% hard body.
Exactly. They stay in trouble. Stay in trouble. Now stay away from soccer players. You don't want to mess with them.
Unless it's Victoria. Look, unless it's Victoria.
But they known for.
Yeah, I was about to say they beat their bitches up.
Yeah, they big on the DV. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the baseball players. I'm about to start going to baseball games.
Better get to the baseball game. Start learning some things.
Yeah. Watch all the Spanish I'm about to start using.
Oh, and I'll tell you another thing. A lot of people get the impression of what average baseball players look like completely off too. I remember doing color guard for what was it? The Royals versus Braves game. And I did color guard before that game. And so we were standing there with the Braves before they were about to go running out. Do you know how I remember seeing David Justice? And I was like, that dude is huge. I did not know like baseball players look like how they look.
Mm-hmm.
Like on TV, they look small. David Justice was like 6'6", like 240, solid muscle.
Yeah, I need to start getting me some front row tickets to baseball.
I'm like, this looks like the Terminator over here. Good Lord.
I need to be at the dugout. I need to be at the dugout. Fuck you talking about, y'all? Y'all gonna be like, where's she at? Oh, she at the Mariners game. Mm-hmm.
Like perfect example, Pat Mahomes actually got drafted and chose not to go to the MLB. Do you know how tall Pat Mahomes is?
That nigga huge. I know he huge.
He like 6'3.5", like 225, 230. He's not a little dude.
It was finna pick his ass up.
And then you take a Jared Allen. Jared Allen's like 6'5", like 250. Just saying, these ain't no little dudes. The NBA, they just be tall and skinny as hell.
Who? Basketball players?
Yeah, they just be tall and skinny as hell. It's kind of funny with that whole scandal that came out. I was just telling somebody a story about this one night I was hanging out with my cousin, and my cousin, he played college basketball. And so he had some friends that some of them were in the league. And one of the friends there is just implicated in this whole NBA cheating thing.
Damn.
So, yeah. Very high profile name too, by the way. So it's kind of wild. I was literally telling somebody about that story that night. Chauncey Billups is what I'm talking about.
Damn.
And Chauncey Billups just got arrested in cheating in the dumbest way possible. But I don't know. That's enough. I don't know. One of these days, I need to have like some of my people come on here and we have some fun stories for y'all. I know me and Nick had a story. Me and Nick had that story about Spain. I don't know. I might try to see if I can get Nick back on here, tell y'all some of our stories.
Spain.
Oh, you don't know about that one?
Oh, what the fuck y'all was doing in Spain?
The name of the episode is That Night in, what was it called? I think it was That Night in Spain.
That's the name of
that
the
crazy
episode?
night in Spain or something. Yeah.
Oh, see, y'all.
That one was
Marcus got some players, y'all.
I mean, it was let's see, what was it called? It's like I know I just sent it to somebody not that long ago because they was asking me about it. But yeah, it's on this channel. But I definitely recommend just I don't know. I'll send it to you too.
Oh shit. I just wanna give y'all.
That is Chamonix. That is a no. That is a no. Knocking you between. Whoa! What is you talking about, Yonina? You gotta calm yourself down. That.
Way. Ooh. Yeah. Chamonix. Sorry, but way over. Shit.
Yeah, I think Let me. I'll look it up and see what the episode was called exactly.
Dang, why is my lighting so bad right now? Well, that's my suit, Marcus. You see my suit?
Man, it's ooh, that look good.
Thank you.
That look good.
Got my suit now. I'm happy.
You got some celery in there?
Yeah, celery, carrots, onions, big ass pieces of chicken. I used linguine noodles because I didn't have any other noodles, so I'm like, fuck it.
Hey, that might be interesting. Linguine noodles.
They
give it a
take
whole
in more
different feel
flavor.
to it.
Yeah, it takes in more flavor too. They actually taste like chicken noodles. I remember this one time I worked in this restaurant. One of my chef friends made chicken noodles. He made noodles out of
the actual noodles?
Yep, out of chicken. We had chicken noodle soup, and the noodles were chicken.
I'm like, how you even do?
Amazing men. I've worked with some amazing men. You grind it up. You grind the chicken up. You gotta boil it, and then like you grind it up with like a potato starch or like a gnocchi, and then you make noodles. And then when it's time to cook, like when it's time to go, you heat up the broth and you add the noodles. You cook the noodles like pasta. And it had this crystal clear broth that tasted so good. But the broth was like crystal clear. You could see through to the bottom of the bowl. No impurities, no nothing. Just that and the noodles.
Almost like clear soup.
Yeah, it's clear soup with chicken goddamn noodles. We call it chicken noodle soup. Shit was busting.
Yeah. The episode was called That Crazy Night in Spain. That's what it was called. But yeah, I'll send it to you.
Please do.
I'll send it to you first. But yep, I got some engagements I got to get to after here, so I need to hop off myself. I appreciate y'all for all bearing with us for all the technical issues. Definitely appreciate that.
With that being said, subscribe to our channel. You know what I'm saying? Give us our stars, give us our likes so we can pay our FBI agents so they can get off our ass.
Exactly.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
y'all have a great weekend. I know
Peace
it's
out,
a
y'all.
Halloween weekend, so y'all be safe out there for those who are going out. You know it's crazy people out there, so watch out for the drunk drivers and stuff. And wishing you all the best. And got football tomorrow, big game. Woo-hoo. Chiefs beating the hell out of Bills. No, I'm just playing. Hopefully. And Yonina, stop hating. I already know you are, so shush. You just stick over there with your Bears.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, it's embarrassing.
Damn Bears.
But on that note, all right, y'all have a good one. Again, much appreciation to all y'all. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.
There is discrimination in this world, and slavery and slaughter and starvation. Governments repress their people. Millions are trapped in poverty, while the nation grows rich and wealth is lavished on armaments everywhere. These are differing evils.